video, and boy, I have been busy all day. I've got a new video editing program. It's called Camtasia. Really, really, really good. I've used it when I was network marketing, and I went ahead and bought it again, or I'm going to buy it Monday. It'll be $299, but it will do for our video quality. Now, if you've been here for a while, you know I've went through some shit. I went through beeping of the fire alarm, and I couldn't find that motherfucker. It was stuck off in a drawer somewhere underneath some clothes. So I had to find that bitch and stop the beeping because everybody was complaining. Stop the beeping. Common sense, investor, stop the beeping. So I finally found that motherfucker and smashed it. That's over with. What's up, Garrett, Joseph, Hard Case, James, Donahue, Salty Dog, Juicy, Forrest? What's up, man? Everybody's here. All right. Corn Cob, what's up? I'm just chilling out, man, watching this line. I was gonna give y'all a little update. Blood in the Water, still up there. I need to change that title, huh? In fact, it's got 2 R's, so I need to change it all the way. I'm gonna change it to What's Up. Now, I got a new title for the motherfucker. What's up, Lynn? Miss Tahiti. I hope that's right. Why can't y'all be named Mary and Sue and Bob and Jim? No, I haven't seen PIK. I don't even know what that is. Juicy. Happy Quad Witching Day. You know, I was thinking about making a video. I'm sitting here thinking, what topic can I do videos on today? The only one out there really is Quad Witching Hour. And there's really nothing special about Quad Witching Hour. I've been through 3 of them, 4 of them. What's up, David? Quad Witching Hour has no effect on the stock price. The computer's doing what the computer's doing. I was just looking at it. It's traveling in an upward triangle in a pennant. It looks like it wants to break out. Sundial is looking real, real good. Good afternoon, Floyd. What's up, C Fats? Congratulations to everybody that won the Wolf Pack package that I put out there. And they commented they got the top 10. I did 3 twice. So they got an extra package in there. Hey Brenda, I seen your videos, darling. I subscribed to your channel and I watched your videos and liked them for you. I even commented, you know that. You one of them tough redneck. If you was down here, we call you a tough redneck woman. But man, Brenda's driving around in a damn bulldozer. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? Now that's a woman. Boomer's fixing to get some love, and I just wanted to stop by and see y'all first. Too cheap, and look what happened. Motherfucker's going up. I'm gonna show y'all the charts in just a minute. I can show it to you now. Sundial looks real, real good. In fact, I got it on Sundial now. All right. According to Lux Algo, become a strong sell there. It turned into a strong buy right here. From here, around 47 cents, it's went up. It's had its first sale at 54, and it's currently at 53.58 with 51 million volume. That's pretty good. Now, this red box right here is a gap. When it gapped down and it did all this, and now it's wanting to fill this gap. That's where Sundial's at right now. Will it fill it today? I doubt it. It broke out of the wedge that it was traveling in. Notice how it traveled inside of this wedge, and then boom, it broke out and it's ready to run. On AMC, let's I'm waiting on there it is. Lux Algo gave you the buy right there and a strong sell right there, push down, gave you a sell signal right there. turned around and gave it a buy. All right. Once it got here, this is the hour chart. It got here, it started traveling inside of this range, and it's ready to break out right now. It has tested it. What? Turn Lux Algo off and we can see the color of the candles. It went up, came down and tested both these support lines. It came up, testing that resistance, testing that resistance, testing it now. This is the pennant that is traveling in. It shows it somewhere around this afternoon, around 3 o'clock right here, 3:30 right here. Back it up to somewhere right here is the end of the day. So it's going to end somewhere right there, ready to break out for Monday. That is amazing. This is a good little run right here. Let's see. I'm using Trading View, but from this point to this point, well, 7.5%. That's pretty good in a 1 hour candle. But we got 3 hour candles, 4 hour candles right here, and we went boom, 15%. That's pretty fucking good. Back to y'all. So there's your update. Oh, look. Okay, let me share the screen again. Give y'all the gold mine news. Everybody wants to know about the gold mine. I do too, because I bought a few shares in the gold mine. I didn't go deep. Right here. Big, huge, honestly. Big, huge pump dump. Pumped it. Everybody bought it somewhere up in here, probably around $2 and $2.30, maybe $2.70, 60 cents, and then boom. This was nothing more. This is a classic pump and fucking dump. I cannot believe Adam Aaron did that to us after everything we've done for AMC. Max Payne? I'm not sure what Max Payne is. Is GME's 100? What's AMC? GME's is 100. It's at 91.20. So it'll go under. Boomer's laying on the floor. He's mad I had to turn the air conditioning off so I could make this video for y'all. I hope there's more to the gold mine. You really don't want to believe AA fucked us, popcorn. You don't want to believe that. You want to believe that he's got some kind of secret fucking mission with this, but I don't see it. Nobody's been able to spot what they're hollering. Oh, he's gonna give us a gold dividend. You can't give a dividend till we're out of debt. You can't get out of debt if you're buying fucking bogus ass fucking gold mines. Man, wait till y'all see this new editing program I got. I'm just playing around with it, and I got the introduction to my new videos. If you've been here for a while, you've been through the beeping, you've been through the old phone here that had a cracked screen and a foggy picture and everything. You couldn't see me. So I bought the computer. I bought a new phone to shoot videos. And now I've got an editing program y'all are going to love. I'm fixing to start the CSI show. I want to bring guests. Right now, I put a poll on the community tab for people to vote on. People want AC Bigums to show up. Good morning, Lord Nemesis. People want Javis. People want AMC Bigums to come on the show. So, AC Bigums, this one's for you. Where you at, man? People over here, there's 7,000 people. They want to hear what you have to say about what's going on. Frankie Muhammad, man, I've been waiting on you. Will you come on live with me? I've been waiting on you, Frankie. Me and you together, we can get these people motivated. Excuse me, I paid for this sponsor. There went the monetization out the window. Thank you, Frankie. Frankie, I need your email, man. You need to email me so I have your email and get you on here with me. In fact, fuck it. Let's just bring some people out, see what everybody got to say about today. If you want to join the show, click the link and we'll see. Joseph, what's going on? I see you. There's nothing to talk about with AMC except the gold mine. The gold mine's doing shit, and AMC looks like it wants to break out the triangle, and it looks like Sundial wants to do it too. If Lord Nemesis clicks that button, he can come up. I got the link in the chat. I want to meet Lord Nemesis. Everybody's talking about fucking Lord Nemesis. I go to his video, I'm like, who the hell is this guy? You gotta save Lord Nemesis. Sundial. What plays am I looking at afterwards? Sundial. Shiba Inu. I'm gonna have a burn party for Shiba Inu. I done did the math. At the current rate, we're gonna burn over 11 million tokens. Eric, he's Lou's little brother. I wish Lou'd come on. What the fuck, Lou? I mean, really. You can't get on here and talk to the people and answer their questions. We're not gonna be ugly and rude to you. We like you and appreciate you, brother. We just think you're a Bigfoot. You got a size 16 fucking foot. You looking for your mama out there in the woods, but we'll help you find her. You're in Metairie? Cool, because when the squeeze happens, and it will happen, we'll do something in New Orleans, Bourbon Street. You can help me get us. Alex, got Alex popping up. Alex said, hey, I want to be on the show. So here's Alex. I don't know why they make it.
I would like to team up with guys in Sweden or Europe.
Alex, you're on. What's happening?
Yeah, good. Waiting to find some people to team up and holding.
All right, first off, do you hold AMC?
Yeah.
Are you a diamond hand?
Yes.
How long
4x.
you been in the play? 4 months?
December. Middle of December.
Cool.
Yeah.
So when on a down day, which we're not having today, but how do you get yourself through the down days?
I didn't get you. What?
When a stock is going down, what do you do to pick yourself up?
Nothing. I just keep watching
music.
Well, I just keep waiting for you guys and news from you and Lou and some other guys. Yeah.
You know, I was not going to make a video, but then I thought nobody's making a video except where they hate Lou. And I was going to put you on, dude. You could have stayed here. Somebody came in and I just didn't click on them in time, but I'm giving you some attention, Alex. So what are your aspirations? You said you're looking for a team. What are you looking for?
No, I would like to have some people to contact with people how to go for next step.
All right. Well, have you heard of the Wolf Pack? Are you with the Wolf Pack?
Yeah. I seen that. I seen that when you was with him on the live sending, and
there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them, and I don't know what he's got planned, but it sounds and looks good.
Yeah, and you were looking to find people to go to but I don't know what it was, but I'm in Sweden and it's difficult for me to. I have all my money put in the game and I have no money left to go travel around.
Hey man, you just hold then, you know.
Yeah.
Not everybody can put in mortgage their house and put in their savings and fuck all that. You put in what you can and you hold and you wait because it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Okay. Yeah, but I gonna keep. If you can send me the link to the Wolf Pack, I don't know because I didn't get really how to get in there.
Okay.
So I would like to have a link, and I gonna. You said you had 2 or 3 places. It was like you was going to pay for them, but I gonna go join them, and I will pay alone.
Yeah,
so
it's only $1.99.
Yeah. It's no problem. It's not that. It's better to have some people to speak with and to have good people.
Absolutely. It's it's important to surround yourself with positive people who's going
Exactly. Yeah.
to keep you going every day.
Yeah.
You know,
And
because there's been a lot.
for the moment, I haven't been speaking with anybody. Everybody says, go out from the game, leave the game, but I can't do that. It's
Well,
too far.
we're on 15 minutes and 25 seconds. So remember that. And my email address is commonsenseinvestor2022@gmail.com. Email me and I'll send you the link to the wolf pack.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay.
All right,
Perfect.
anybody else want to come on and say hello? Have a good night.
Leave.
Who else is Lord Nemesis? Lord, hold on, Lord. I'm gonna send you the link again. Lord Nemesis will be on in just 1 second. As soon as he sees the link, clicks it, he'll be on the show. Two friends, what's happening? Yeah, Common Sense Investor, the year 2022@gmail.com. Suck the head and pinch the tails, baby. Yes, sir, Mike. Yeah, babe. Keith, we're gonna squeeze, dog. We're gonna squeeze. We just knew. Oh yeah, yeah. I visited Sundial. We're good. Uh, we didn't figure to be in this long. We figured it'd be in and out, knock their ass off and get on out. Who we got? Oh shit. The one, the only Lord Nemesis in the house. What's happening, Lord? It's on you, man. Can you hear me?
Okay, my microphone was off. Hey, what's up, CSI? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing awesome. How you doing?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh wait, hold on. Let
Oh
me
yeah, I
turn
can
this
hear
down.
you. I see you by a
Oh
light.
shit!
I'll have you
I
on in just a few
apologize.
minutes.
There's going to be an echo.
I shouldn't ask you this, but you hold AMC, right?
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay.
Oh yeah, I hear you fine.
Oh yeah. I hold AMC. Been in since February. Literally the day they took away the buy, or the day after they took away the buy button, I bought into AMC.
Oh, the day after, that's January 29th. I remember that day very, very good.
January.
So how you doing? Talk to us.
I'm good. It's been a long time since I've been on a stream, and I'm trying to figure out this audio issue because I'm having like mad echoing going on.
Okay, usually that means you've got something open like on Facebook that has the volume on. What I have to do is pause, or not pause, mute the other ones, and there's no feedback. I'm having audio problems too. We're trying to work it out.
Shit.
We went through
Hold
the
on.
beeping, and if my people that remember, we went through the beeping, we went through the
I had you open
pausing.
in two tabs. I'm an
Yeah,
idiot. Sorry.
no, that's just the way it goes. So you sitting at
Okay.
home, you taking Friday off? What's going on? You relaxing?
I'm actually I don't work currently. I actually quit my job back in April of last year. I used to work for a cable company for 6 years doing tech work, and I was a customer service representative, billing, sales, all that kind of stuff.
So you're sitting at home wondering what in the world is going on with AMC, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we did reach. I think the highest we got today was like $15.62 from last time I checked.
I was just
But
sharing my screen. I'll do it again. We can see I got the gold mine pulled. Look at that shit.
Nemesis, don't
Look what
fumble.
Adam Aaron did.
It's been
That
a
cocksucker.
while since I've been on a live stream. Like the last time I've done this, I was on Twitch. So, but yeah, good to see y'all. And I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been making videos. Bringing, discussing where you stand with AMC and how many shares you have and how long you've been in the play.
Well,
And Yeah, in that case, I've been in the place since January. I've messed up my months, but I remember I was literally there. Like I was on Robinhood. I'm not in Robinhood anymore, by the way. People are gonna be like, "Get off Robinhood." I've been off Robinhood for like 6 months, but actually, I think longer than that. But yeah, I was on Robinhood that day. They took away the buy button, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then the very next day, when we were able to buy again, that's when I got into AMC. So whatever day that is when I started to buy in.
Well, let me ask you a question. If they took the button away right now, but they didn't fuck with the sell button, would you be upset?
I think we'd all be pretty upset. I think
Why?
anything, I call it. Should I? I guess I shouldn't swear on here, should I?
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Okay. I call it fuckery.
Froggy got rules. Froggy got rules. We cool
Froggy's got
here.
rules. Okay. I'll try to adapt.
Yeah, you got to be
But
careful because kids, they have kids around on his stream.
you want a joke? My life. Oh, Pan. Anyway,
What happened
sorry.
to
I'm
the
really into
beep?
like
I
dark
found the
humor
fucking
stuff.
beeping. When I first started my channel, every like 20 seconds there would be a beep, and everybody would comment, "Man, check your fire alarm." I'm like, my wife threw the fucking fire alarm out the door, so
Oh yeah.
it ain't the fire alarm. But I had one tucked away in a drawer under some clothes, and it fucking beep every 20 seconds. Beep, beep. It drove everybody that watched me crazy. So I finally found that bitch and smashed it.
Isn't it?
Started saying,
Don't
"Well,
they like?
we
Don't they?
can't see."
I was just about to say, don't they like never work fire alarms? Like every place I've lived in or rented, like they never fucking work. And then you like change the
Yeah,
batteries,
I'm
and then
like,
they just end up beeping the next day.
the motherfucker goes beep beep. I'm like, I'm boiling fucking water, man. I cannot burn water. Give me a break.
Yeah. Let me answer some. Because some people are asking me
Yeah,
questions.
Eric wants to know. Tell him the story of when you was up 200 grand. Yeah, CSI don't
I
cover.
wasn't. Okay, well, it wasn't my money. I was dumb enough to, like I said, I got into. If you watch my video, I talk about where I'm at the park. I got into Neo stock, and then first I got into silver and gold mining stocks, which is funny because now Adam Aaron bought into mining stocks, but I actually got into it. I can't remember the ticker. It was started with a J. It was like JDST or something like that. There was 3 silver stocks that I got into, and kind of funny, like you know how like what was it? There's that one stock. I think it's the QQQ. When the S&P 500 is down, this stock goes up. Like it's guaranteed. Well, not guaranteed. Nothing in the stock market's guaranteed. But like when one ticker goes down, their ticker goes
Right.
up. Same thing happened with this silver stock. Was like when JDST was down, there was another silver stock that went up. So I traded between the two. I was kind of doing like day trading until I had enough money to get into Neo stock. I had about 40,000, I'd say. So I stupidly I threw all my money into Neo. If anybody, I'm sure you know what Neo is, right? Common Sense Investor.
Yeah, yeah. That's a electric car company.
Yeah. So I had some shares in Tesla, but I had like 80% of my portfolio into Neo. I was fully committed and believed in the Chinese company, and they were doing really good. Back in 2020, in the fall of 2020, they had their showcase. They had like this big auditorium in China. I can't remember what city, but the stock went up to like 70 something dollars, and I kept holding and holding. And this time, I used a shit ton of margin, which is really dumb. Don't ever do that. My portfolio was around $200,000, but then as I saw Neo plummeting, I kept getting these margin calls. Margin calls was like, oh shit, I never dealt with this before. I got to get the fuck out of here. So I sold at like around $50. So I got about 60 grand, I'd say, out of the whole ordeal after
Wow.
selling out of margin, going back to zero. And then at that time, the whole GameStop debacle happened, AMC, and then that's pretty much it. Got into
Kind of sucks,
AMC.
huh? You know, you can ask all getting 60 grand on some trades.
Well, that was what my
And you're stuck.
yeah. Well, I got lucky where I got into AMC around $11-12, and then
Ooh, that's nice.
yeah, and then I was working at the time, so I contributed to it over time. I have about 1,200 shares right now, so
Wow, golly, that's pretty good.
yeah.
Because you can
Thank
do
you.
whatever you want, Eric.
Thank you. The friends got, I got dual monitor thing going on, so I'm gonna put you over here so I can read the chat.
And they want you to
Um,
say a joke. Are you famous for telling something?
I want to say I'm famous for telling jokes. I just like to make dumb videos. In college, I
Somebody
made a
wants
lot
to
of
know
like
about what did 50 Cent do when he was hungry?
ripped $1 in half. I don't know. What do you do?
50 cents. I don't know. He lowered his I don't know. What would 50 cents do if he was hungry?
Well, I guess eat at
I don't know.
McDonald's or something.
I
I mean, what
don't
can
know
you
what
buy
amateur means.
nowadays? What can you buy nowadays
With
that's
50
50
cents?
cents,
Oh my
honestly?
God. And you can't even go in Walmart, you know, them little gumball machines. I don't even think they 50 cents no more.
No, I don't think so either. I'm old enough to know,
Good.
like back in the day, I could, well, maybe not 50 cents. The cheapest I've ever seen, like a soda can, was like 65 cents. But that was kind of like the standard back then. This was probably like, I don't know, mid 90s. I'm 36, so yeah.
On GME 36.
No, no,
What
I
are
was
you
talking
36
about
on?
it's like I'm 36 years old.
Oh, you're
I was just
30
talking
years
about like
old.
inflation and like
Oh,
soda and how much it costs now.
shit, man.
It's
You
like
still a
$3 for a
puppy.
can in Hawaii.
You still a puppy.
Oh, thanks.
Say, look behind you on the wall. All the other famous YouTubers I know, they got a clock hanging on the wall. You need a clock hanging up.
I have a clock. You just can't see it. Hold
Yeah.
up.
There it is.
That clock is actually made out of coal wood. I have it. Okay, well, I guess I have an interesting story about that.
All right. Run it by us.
So that clock was actually given to me. I won it in a contest in college. I was taking a graphics design course, and there's only like maybe 15 people in the class, so it's a pretty good chance. Like the probability rate was really high that you'd win the clock. But there was a guy who did he was like a carpenter, and he makes stuff out of coal wood, like statues and stuff like that. And coal wood's pretty expensive in Hawaii. Like a sheet of coal wood is a couple $100. So that entire thing is being made out of that's worth a pretty penny. It was a draw contest. You just like, put your name in, mixed it up, and then he pulled my name. So that was pretty awesome. I actually had that clock for 10 years. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've been separated from my wife for that long.
Hey, there's your joke right there. Or whoever was requesting a joke.
A
I
joke.
probably would tell more jokes if I wasn't nervous. So
I'm getting more and more excited. We're getting so close.
yeah, yeah. I guess let me ask you questions because I watched you before, but like, tell me. I mean, you probably explained it before, but what's your history with AMC? Like, how'd you hear about it, and how'd you get in?
My history with AMC. Back in January, I bought AMC for $3.12. I mean, that's a story I'll
Damn.
tell when I'm 80 that I had AMC for $3.12. And it went up to $7. So I sold. I was a day trader, swing trader back then. And When it hit 7, took the 200 profit. And then when it fell to 5, I told my friend, hey man, AMC is moving. We need to get back in this. So my friend got in and I got in at 5. It ran up to 12. Sell, another 200% profit. Man, my heart was doing this. I said, I'm kicking ass in the market. I had no idea what was going on. When I sold at 12, the next thing I knew, it ran to 20, and then it ran to 72. And I said, oh shit, what's going on? Googled it to see what was going on, and I found out about the squeeze. And I was out, which is a good lesson for you people. I got out at 7. It ran up to 72. When I wanted to get back in, I got back in at 42, and I've been averaging down ever since.
Isn't it an amazing feeling, like when you see that green going up, 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 up? Like that's how it was when I got into Neo, because I got into Neo at like $18, and then it ran up to 70. I was like, damn, it's like seeing that like 400% gain is just insane.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dufrian's guide service. Sorry, I missed you. You saying hello
Miss
over there?
Harris is in the chat. Good.
Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Thank you, Remain.
I know I tell them all the time, I call you Joe or Bad because I can't pronounce all the other ones.
So
you can't sell. Rhyme, hold,
oh
baby,
yeah,
hold.
can't
That's my
sell. No,
yeah,
you can't sell,
fuck it.
especially when we're this
Hold
close.
that motherfucker.
Yeah. Do you feel? And I'm not saying like this is FUD or anything else like that, but do you feel that we own real shares? Do you think that buying or selling actually contributes to the squeeze or affects the squeeze?
No.
You think we all own
I'll tell you what I'll
synthetics?
do. Let's see. You ask, first off, let's discuss real and synthetic. Okay. That is such a hot topic that people don't understand. It makes no difference. Just call what you have in your brokerage accounts shares.
Yeah.
Don't call them synthetic. Don't call them real. Call them shares. Now, when you get ready to hit the sell button and you press sell, that was a real share. You got real money for it. And I did a video that showed that no shares, this is how they get away with the shit they do. No shares change hands. I give the broker money. When I press sell, the broker gives me money. So get the real and synthetic shit out of your head. That's a distraction that they're trying to do for y'all. When you press sell, that's a real share. You're going to get real money. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I was thinking more like on the sell side, because a lot of people say if you sell, like, I remember when I used to watch trades a lot and stuff like that, he was talking about that the day traders that do sell do affect the squeeze because you're giving them real shares. But if we all own synthetics, it doesn't fucking matter, right? So
Right.
I just want to
It
hear
doesn't
your take.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All you got to think about, if you can get such a clear understanding of real and synthetic, if you just think about it this way. When I hit that sell button, they're going to give me cash. I don't give a fuck if it was a real, a synthetic, a naked, a clothed, whatever the fuck they want to call it. Cool. Just put the money in my account and we're all good.
I should have got with the money fucking 6 months ago. You know what I
6
mean?
months ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh my god! I just realized the first time I use this website that the chat is from the top to the bottom. I've been looking at the bottom to the top, so I've been missing all these messages.
That's right. Todd said that they need real shares to close out positions. No, Todd. When you hit sell, it makes no difference whether if your broker, like for example, I use E-Trade for one of my brokers. If I hit sell, he doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's got to give me cash. All he needs on hand is cash when we hit the sell button. They don't give a fuck about synthetics. They don't give a fuck about real shares. When you press sell, they gotta have the money. That's what matters.
The liquidity, which we know they have because Kenny Boy's been, he bought like a football team and buying all these properties in the States and shit.
Bitch
Or
bought a
soccer
soccer
team, my
team.
bad.
A
Yeah,
soccer,
yeah.
really? A soccer team?
I kind of
buys a
feel that's
soccer
a
team.
I kind of feel that's a slap in the face to us investors, saying like he's flaunting all this money, like he's not worried, or maybe it's all like,
people like him, they don't have to worry.
show.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We won't know for a month, 3 months. But they were talking about how they awarded whistleblowers, and I believe Kim turned into a whistleblower and explained everything to them. And a couple of people from Citadel will go to jail, but not him.
Yeah, yeah. Is the SEC's in charge of that, right? The whole whistleblowing program.
Yeah. SEC gave some rewards, but they can't tell who they are. And I'm going, well, it was fucking Ken Griffin. Ken fell off the map for a minute. They was getting everything they needed from him.
Yeah.
Highway Frog says, I cannot tell the difference. Feels the same. Ha ha. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Quit stressing about, are they real? Are they synthetic? All you got to worry about, are they going to take the buy button? I don't give a fuck. Don't take the sell button. That's the button that matters.
Why is it just the sell button that matters? Like, because if they took away the buy button for GameStop and it caused the stock to plummet, what's the difference? If you can explain it.
When we say they are Robinhood, Charles Schwab, Webull, and a host of other ones took the buy button. They took the buy button away from GME, AMC, and a few other meme stocks. Now, let's talk about that. When they took the buy button, what that meant was they took their sell button. They could not sell shares at that time. They had to clear their books first. That's why they took the sell button. They're like, okay, buy button. They said, you can't sell no more till you clear this shit up. So then they cleared it up. The price went to 50. The next day it runs up to 200. They turn it off. They turn off the buy button because Lord Nemesis is trying to buy. Common sense investors trying to buy.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, we're already so deep in that it doesn't matter.
And that it doesn't matter. I am. You are. You said you have whatever shares you have. See, when they remove the buy button, that means you cannot strengthen your position and you cannot add to your position.
Hey, what's up, Chad?
So, with the sell button on, they could have sold at any time. They didn't have to keep buying. The more you buy, the worse it really is.
But how worse can it get? we don't know if there's millions or billions or trillions of synthetic shares. Like, at what point is what's going to break the camel's back, as they say?
What breaks the camel's back? I'll answer that for you. What breaks the camel's back is the same thing that broke the camel's back. Let me shoot over here to the chart real quick. We'll go to the daily. Show you what broke the camel's back.
Oh, like the stream froze. Oh, never mind.
That's GME's price action. It did a head fake right there. It caught back up. It ran with it. It did a second head fake right there. All right. But what caused the run up? I'm going to show you. This is the off chart. When I follow Rico, I use this chart. Let's see. I'm trying to get it to work with me.
I missed.
Come on,
real quick. Someone asked. Sorry, I'm new to this, you guys. I just make videos. MC to join them on a private chat with the Wolfpack. Not sure who's MC.
With the Wolfpack, yeah. I'm gonna Just remember,
right.
1525. I gave you the email address to email me.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This little section right.
Stream is choppy. Is it delayed on my side?
God, I hate streaming. This was the run up.
You're streaming off of a laptop, right?
Yeah.
Well, kudos to you, man. That's pretty hard.
Well, I didn't know, or else I just bought it. I would have went ahead and bought a desktop if I would have known it.
Yeah. I'm
All
glad we
right.
can hear you better. Like, I love watching your
Anyway,
videos, but sometimes the audio's can get pretty
I'm
bad.
working on it. That's what I was
That's good
addressing
today.
earlier.
Yeah.
That's what I addressed earlier. I've went through the beeping of the damn fire alarm, the smokiness of the camera on the phone. So I bought a new phone. I bought a new computer. I'm gonna work on the audio Monday. You see this section right here in red
Mhm.
that I'm circling?
Yeah.
See how it moves up? See how it moves up and then it jumps up all the way to 20? This is where they started covering. This was, if you look at it on the current chart, this would be where they're covering their 100 million shares that they are legally short. They're closing their positions, they're returning the shares. That's what causes this spike up. That's what caused it back in January. All right, and then it jumps up to 20. The sell button disappears. But look, everybody bitches about the sell button, but for 2 days, even though it's red candle, it still rose for 2 days. But then everybody started buying again. And the more they bought, believe it or not, buying pressure is not good for this fucking stock. People don't understand that. When you tell them, they say, how can we bring the squeeze? Stop buying. If everybody stopped buying, they would be forced to cover.
It's interesting. Yeah, because we've been under the whole thought process, the buy and hold. You know, that's what all the major YouTubers have told us. That's what the websites, Reddit,
That's
all of
right.
us convinced
What they
each other.
forgot to tell everybody was buy and hold till you get the float. Once you own the float,
Mm.
all you have to do is hold. Then you hold, and they will be forced to cover their positions. So what they've done is back in when I this chart right here, that's when they figured it out. Right here now, they said, hey, if they want to buy, sell it. Now we know, or we have a feeling it's all synthetic, but then we keep buying anyway. And when we buy, we give them their interest payment for the next month.
Yeah, that
The
totally
selling
makes
of that,
sense.
I mean, the buying of that
Yeah.
mine, let me tell you something. When you follow the yellow brick road, it leads to Citadel. Now we're trying to break Citadel. So why would we have gave a cash infusion to a gold mine that Citadel owns? We're trying to break them. It made no sense.
Well, I don't know what your stance on was
I've
it
never
Helium
called
Corp?
Lewis. Curtis, I've never
What's the ticker?
called Lewis Shield. You
The
won't
one
buy
that
floats.
the Adam Aaron's what he bought into, the Helium. I forgot the ticker, starts with an H or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh
the
shit.
gold mine.
Yeah, the gold mine. I didn't fall for that. I've been burned too many times. I got burned. I didn't get into Clove, but I got burned by Prague and Be Big. So I just no more distractions, and I say that to everybody in the community. I mean, I'm not someone who has an infinite source of money, so I can't just be going into all these plays. I trust in AMC, and
Yeah.
that's where I'm sticking my guns. And if you sold to buy into that play, that's I don't know. I don't think it's a good bet. Yeah, HYMC.
Invite Commander 35. Acorn Cobb, Boomer's right below me. We fixing to get in a recliner. Forgot what I was talking about.
I never call Lou a shill either. I just hate that he
Never
puts these predictions out. That's my only problem with him. I think he's a little bit overconfident. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
I like him. I like his DD. I believe somebody is informing Lou, and Lou gives us that information. Then he gives it with the New York twist to it and fucks up the information. Like right now, he's getting close. He figured out that there's an algorithm running. Now, maybe in another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, he'll figure it fucking out.
I don't know if I'm someone who would prefer the cold hard truth. Like I kind of feel that Lou just butters up his audience, and I don't know, I'm probably get a lot of hate for that, but that's just how I feel. He just tells you what you want to hear,
Yeah.
and that's my take on things. I prefer like I like Stock Swinger, even though he hasn't made a video in a long time. I heard there's some medical things going on with his family or something.
Yeah.
I've been trying to promote Short Squeeze channel. I really like that guy, but I don't know if he'll ever do a stream or join you guys on a podcast or whatever, because he seems to like to be, he likes to do his own thing and be isolated from what I've seen. But he does great DD, and yeah. Oh, thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it, man.
Oh wow.
I don't think Lou is paid off. I mean, he might be. I have no fucking idea. Just
Well,
my take, because I really liked Lou. I made a video, my top 5 favorite AMC YouTubers a couple months back, but after he just kept making all these calls and stuff, I don't know, man. I can't really watch too much of him anymore.
yeah. Say he's an entertaining motherfucker, just like Ape Father is. I'm gonna have Ape Father
Oh
on
yeah.
here one day. And I sent out a message to him, hug. I sent him a hug, a virtual hug. I told him, Lou, go give him a hug. They're right there next to each other. And
Yeah, I got a lot of shit for defending Ape Father. That's
the
why I
next
put out
thing you
that
know,
one video.
Ape Father, he still makes his Lou videos, but he's starting to make some videos, encouraging videos where he's trying to encourage his people. When he does that, he'll see his views go up. People that
Yeah. I think he just needs to control the anger. He needs to control that Italian hot blood that he's got. He takes a little bit. He takes everything, pretty close to heart, and gets offended easily. But he says that's the Sicilian in him.
It took me a minute to figure out what he meant by Ape Father. I was like, bitch, nobody told you, nobody, you didn't birth me. You're not my father. But then I found out he meant Godfather, Ape Father. The
Oh
Sicilian.
yeah. Lou has
What kind of
shifty
mic you
eyes.
got? What kind of mic do you have?
This is a Hyperscape Cloud studio mic. It's actually one of the older models. The newer ones have like a rainbow LED. This one's just you can turn it off and on. I used to stream on Twitch. Are you familiar with Twitch TV?
Yeah, I tried Twitch, but I couldn't catch on because trying to learn at my age, trying to learn a new social media platform.
It's because you weren't advertising that you were selling bathwater. That's why you didn't make it. I'm serious. That's what people do on there now. It's ridiculous. It's
somebody wants me to explain how they will stop the squeeze just like they stopped the nickel squeeze. Okay, let's say this.
HyperX, yeah, Anthony.
Let's go with this is what they could do, not what they gonna do. What they could do. We have to be prepared for what they could do, not necessarily meaning it's what's gonna happen. I believe the son bitch is gonna run, and it's gonna run to $700 to $800, maybe $1,000. I think BlackRock and Vanguard know that too, and I think they're gonna hold to those numbers. They're not gonna paper hand. BlackRock has probably got a couple shares sold at 300, a couple shares sold at 500, but they're waiting for the gold, which would be $1,000. If they did that, they would probably pull 20 to 40 million dollars away from the other hedge funds and brokers and bring it over to their fund. So that's going to be a pretty good lick for them. So, but they can stop it. They can put a halt on it, and they can say, back the price up to yesterday. Like when it ran up to 20, they say, no. Back it up the day before when it was $5 and y'all start again there. It's kind of like resetting the game. People that sold along the way, the 50,000, the 60,000, the 70,000 of nickel, the next morning they woke up and they said, oh no, that's not your money. That's still our money. Y'all have to start over. And they took that from their accounts. That's why it's going to be important. When you sell your shares of AMC, get that money out of there as fast as you can, because they can take it back. They may try to take it back. So prepare yourself for that. When you get your initial investment back, pull that shit out of the fucking market. Go buy your wife a deep freeze, because we're going to need it with the price of things.
Don't waste all your money on a Lambo and then crash it the next day.
I seen somebody did that. They bought a fucking Lamborghini, and the same fucking day they crashed that bitch and totaled it.
As soon as you buy new cars, it loses 50% of its value when you drive it off the lot.
As soon as you drive it off the lot.
Yeah.
Why would I do that? Why would I take all this time? Well, I mean, if that's what people want, buy the song.
Yeah. I mean, whatever makes you happy.
But as far as me, I'm a practical kind of person. If I can put 100 grand to the side, I know that I can live for the next 10 years off that 100 grand and just keep playing in the market.
Yeah.
Get
And
in Sundial.
like I said, yeah, Sundial's good. Do you think it's good? It's better to get into Sundial now or after AMC squeezes? Or do you think it's going to be going on simultaneously? Or
I've got a position in it because I believe it may run together with AMC and GME. AMC and GME is probably going to run together. If it was me, if I was the hedge brokers, I would start closing out my short positions with the smaller ones. I would start with Sundial and close out them short positions and get that behind me. Then I would work my way up till I finally get to the monster and cover those fucking 100 million shares. And then we go from there.
your truck that works is 10K more than you paid. Hey, sometimes maybe have like a rare model or something like that. Or trucks are more valuable than sedans or regular cars because you can do more stuff with a truck. You can move furniture, move equipment, that kind of stuff. So kudos to you, man. Not 50%, 30%. Well, you know what I mean. It just depreciates in value. I don't work for a car dealership.
Solo just made a comment. I'm gonna address it. If it hits up 200, let me pull it up. I love these live streams because this is where people get to ask questions and we can just answer. I can make a video about the gold mine and be finished with it for today, but I'm wondering what y'all have questions about. And here it
Yeah,
is.
these are really good questions. I like the chip shortage. I know all about that, especially with the being a gamer and how much GPUs cost right now.
I heard a lot of
Freaking
the chips are
ridiculous.
in Taiwan, that we get our chips from Taiwan, and that's what the threat is of China fucking going into Taiwan. I mean, that's our chip maker.
Well, yeah, even the EV sectors, because they use chips, and we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place with the gas prices going up, but also EVs going up because of the chip shortages.
All of y'all need to buy electric cars, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are we gonna plug them in at? I can run an extension cord to it.
I like to harp on. I don't like the look of these cars, but there's those tiny. I call them soapbox cars, the little EV cars, and as much as I don't think they look cool. They definitely are a good investment at this point in time.
Creative. Anyway, so if only hits 200, then those who will follow your numbers will be left bag holding. If it only hits 200, okay. Now you have to have followed me to know what my feces is. 200. You're gonna wake up and it's gonna be $200. That's coming very, very soon. Do not panic. Do not wonder. Or start doubting yourself. Get with YouTubers who can encourage you. All right, but 200 is the first stop sign that I see. It's a stop sign. At 20, they turn the buy button off. So I believe they're going to do the same thing. It's going to run up to 200, just like it ran up to 20. When it runs up to 200, boom, that's when the shit starts. So everybody's
The
wanting it
one
to
thing
run. But when it runs, they're going to
I'm
stop this motherfucker. And we got a whole big old problem after that.
yeah. The thing I'm really worried about is if they stop it during pre-market, like where majority of people, especially people on payment for order flow brokers, they can't sell. That's one thing I'm worried about.
The people that are like with Weeble and
Yeah,
Robinhood
like
and stuff,
Robinhood, Webull, that they don't. Well, I think Webull, you can trade. I think you have to do an application. You can trade in pre-market and after hours, but majority of people don't know that. And I'm on, Robinhood. Pretty sure they don't do that. So that's one thing I'm worried about is if they're gonna halt or pull the buy button away, or sorry, pull the sell button away or whatever during pre-market. This is something that worries me.
mining is at 136. AMC's at 1548, which is good. I like that. Come on, AMC, you bitch.
But do you think that's something that they would do, or that we should worry about
What?
if they were to pull the buy button or halt trading during pre-market?
Well, that's what I'm trying to communicate and get the point across. As far as I'm concerned, common sense investor, if I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, Monday, and I cannot buy anymore, I don't care. I don't care. I've got my position. I've been in this motherfucker for a year. I've added to it every
Hey,
single
what's up,
week.
Chris?
I've added to it. Huh? I've added.
Oh crap! I can't hear you anymore. Did the audio cut out? Did I cut out?
Really?
I heard what you said. That you're not worried because you're already in this play. I heard all that. So, um, yeah, I didn't think about that. I was thinking more like, can they actually stop us from selling? Because I mean, we're all in the position.
Ah,
Is it a possibility they can stop us from selling, halt the trading during pre-market? That's what I'm worried about.
see, that's the question. Well, there won't be enough volume in the pre-market, but it won't be long. They'll halt it because we
Robin has to
have
give you 2 hours. That's good to
we
know.
have we have security in place to where if it goes up a certain percent so fast, they'll halt it. There's different halts, and I wish I can get Bigums on. He could explain the differences in the halts. But a halt when the stock is going up too fast is just giving it time for us to cool off and relax. But what it's really going to do is give us time to send messages out that this bitch is running and everybody's going to start paying attention to it. So when the halt's over with, we'll be ready for action. People ask me this: if they take the buy button away, well, then why there's no buying pressure? No. When they take the buy button away, you got to imagine this. Imagine yourself, Nemesis, in a swimming pool, and everybody that's in the swimming pool, all right? Now, the hedge funds and the brokers are outside the swimming pool. They're not in it. But then they're going to get into the swimming pool. When they get into the pool, they're buying up AMC shares, okay? Because they've got a call. They have to buy these shares back. Is everybody following me on that?
Yeah.
That we're in the pool right now, and we're buying the small amounts. Most people can't afford it no more, but there are people buying. what's going to happen is they're going to get the call. And if you check the days to cover at the current volume, it will take them 3 days to cover their short positions of 100 million shares. I think it's more like 10 days. But what happens is they jump into the pool. They start buying. They're buying, I'm buying, you're buying, Hobick's buying, Marissa's buying, Froggy Styles is buying, and
Ken Griffin
they're in a hurry. You understand? They're in a hurry. They're trying to cover their positions because they just got the call. So what do? They throw us out the pool. They make us get out the pool. Now we can't buy, but they can. See? And what they're
It's like
doing is
kicking. We're the kids, the retailers, kicking
that's
the
right.
kids out of the pool. So
They
it's like
kick
it's
the
adults'
kids.
turn. You got
That's
the
right.
adult
It's the
swim.
adults' turn to swim, get out of the pool. They take us out of the pool, which means we can't buy. The buy button is gone.
Yeah.
They're in the pool. And what they're doing in the pool is buying, 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 buying. Anybody that presses that sell button, they're in the pool and they're buying, buying, buying. The reason
Oh, your mic cut out again. Maybe is my mic cutting out or is it his?
the other day.
Can't really tell.
But when they take the buy button, basically they're telling you you cannot establish a stronger position. And if you're not in, you can't establish a position at all. Yet on the other hand, they can't sell you anything either. They're out of the selling business. They're in the buying business. Who they buying from? You, me, Greg, Pokey, Marissa. When they're in the pool buying, they're waiting on somebody to hit the sell button. When it climbs up to 50, trust me, somebody that bought at 14 is going to sell at 50. When they do, the price is going to go up to 50, 25. Somebody's going to sell. There's billions of fucking shares out there.
Yeah, and they can kick us out of the pool as long as they pay us. I mean, this
Like,
whole yeah.
they can keep
I
paying.
honestly I want to get out of the pool. I'm fucking soaked. I'm soggy. I'm pruny. I want to get the fuck out already.
Your
Just pay
fingers
us
and
already.
toes, your fingers and toes is all fucking wrinkly. But you're looking at that sell button.
Literally a human prune.
The buy button's gone. You can't.
AMC is running. Yeah, I saw that. GameStop as well. It could be a rug pull though. The options. Might cut out again. Oh, his mic cuts out all the time. All right. But I can't hear him at all now. Yo, CSI, I'm gonna buy you this microphone, man. I don't know what microphone he has. I'm guessing he's using the built-in mic with the webcam. I'm guessing that's what's going on. I know he can hear me because I can see his reactions. I can't hear him though. If it's a USB microphone, unplug it for 5 seconds and plug it back in. That's what I do at work all the time. Unplug it, plug it back in. Oh, he's using an auxiliary port. Chinese made. Yeah, I wish I had some TRD to give you guys. I'm more of a watcher. I like to watch. I have my own ideas, but I mostly deal with finances, like what you could do after the play. If you ever seen my stuff, I've already talked about what I'm doing with QYLD, QYLD, RYLD, and XYLD. That's a fucking tongue twister. Dividend stocks. But if you want to get out of the play, if you want to get out of stock market after AMC, I really don't blame you. Yeah. Send him a new microphone. Shit, after this squeeze, we'll get him a fucking gold microphone.
Can y'all hear me? No.
Now we can hear you. Great. I was trying to entertain them as best as I can.
You done a great job. I was listening to you the whole time.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, I'm not a TA guy, or I mean, I'm a DD guy, but I get my DD coverage from, people like you and Short Squeeze channel and stuff like that. I do have some ideas that I'm gonna make a video later today about, some YouTubers we can reach out that would be beneficial for both parties. Yeah, I'll make a video about that later.
It says here, Marissa says Extreme Games Micro to Micro Fractal is playing out pretty well. He said it should be in the 40s by the end of the month.
I really hope so. I was expecting higher, but 40s, I'll take it at this point.
Man, motherfucker, I will settle for if it gets into the 30s. Just get up there and make everybody start feeling better about this shit.
I just really don't want to be the lady from Titanic saying, "It's been 84 years." You guys know that meme.
It's been 84 years you've been holding.
Yeah.
Waiting on a fucking squeeze. If I'd have known it was going to be this much.
Kids be like, "Yeah, Granddad's talking about AMC again, saying the squeeze is coming every day, any day now." Be 4 million of us in wheelchairs just outside Citadel's office, throwing canes at the fucking building.
If you can hang on and watch it move up for the rest of the month, like Extreme Gains thinks, and he's pretty good at it. When it hits 50, it's over. When it hits 40, 45, 50, it'll be over. You're going to wake up and it'll be 200.
That'd be a glorious sight to see. I'm waiting. Do you think at this point we should still be using limit orders, or limit sales?
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah. Now,
what are your brackets?
My first bracket, I've shared with my people. Everybody should know. You don't set your bracket at an even number. Like, say, for example, 1,000. You don't set
because the algorithm.
Well, no, because there's going to be 300,000 people who have a limit order for 1,000. But if you have yours set for 987, your order gets filled first. Then it gets to them. So you're beating the herd, and you're going to lose a few dollars. But what the fuck? You just bought something for $14 and it's at 200.
Shit, if you really want to jump ahead and be part of the VIP sell line, maybe use fractional shares too.
I've fractional shares.
Odd numbers with fractionals.
In fact, I've got in public. I opened public because one of the YouTubers was talking about the free shares. Now, people get that shit a hard time, but listen to this. You don't want to use Weeble. I don't give a fuck. If you can sign up for Weeble and get some free shares, and then you sell them free shares and you buy AMC with it, who gives a fuck? It was free.
But I did that with Robinhood and Weeble. I was thinking about doing that with Moomoo. I'm not too sure if Moomoo's like a reliable broker, but they're offering you like 5 free shares. I'm not advertising or anything else like that, but they offer 5 free shares if you invest $2,500, I believe, right now.
Now, if people was broke, like they say they broke, and I agree, then why would you not? I'm trying to get your question to come up on the board. Why would you not just go open a free account with fucking public? Then, they use payment for it. I don't give a fuck. It's free shares, and you can convert them shares into AMC. Makes no difference if it's payment for order flow or not. The shares are free. I'll take some free shares of AMC. In fact, I got about 15 or 18 free shares. I signed up for Moomoo. I signed up for fucking Robinhood. I signed up for Weeble. Anybody that gave free shares, that's one of my brokers, and I got a few shares tucked away in it. I didn't pay nothing for them. So if you go open a Weeble account and get some free shares. Now, I'm not promoting.
Like when you walk into Costco and you get free samples.
I'm not promoting Weeble. I'm promoting common sense. Common sense says that if you can open a Weeble account and they will give you a free share of Lucid. And if you sell them 2 shares of Lucid, you can get 2 shares of AMC. Why would you not do that? You didn't spend a penny. But the payment for order flow, man, shut the fuck up. They were free.
Yeah. The only downside I saw about that when I did it with Weebles, you have to keep the shares they give you for like 3 weeks before you can sell them. So there's like a time period where you're locked in. You have to hold those shares. You can't just sell them for AMC. But I mean, it's still free money, you know.
I sold immediately. When I first got them, I opened the accounts, all of them. Opened the accounts, they gave me Lucid. And I'm thinking, Lucid, all right. Lucid was like $18. I said, you son of a bitches. I didn't even have enough to buy AMC. When AMC fell down to 18, I bought it. And you got a fractional share too. 1.16 shares of AMC.
AMC is ripping. Let me check that real quick. Well, it's still at 1563. It's up a penny than the last time I checked. 3%. Let me check GameStop real quick. Yep, they're following the same line. What are my brackets? I'm being more conservative. And when I first got into AMC, I was one of these, I'm not saying you're crazy or anything else like that, but I was like, 5,000, 10,000 per share. I've been a lot more conservative. Honestly, if I can earn $500,000, I could live comfortably. Maybe the rest. If I reinvest it, double, triple my money, I can definitely, live out my days.
That's what Lou's talking about, compounding your return. And there's nothing
I
wrong with
talked a lot
that.
about compounding interest with ETFs and index funds and stuff like that. There's a guy that I know, a father hates this guy, but what's his name? Strong man finance or something like that. Yeah, I know that guy likes to rip on Ape Father a lot and meet Kevin, and there's a lot of things I don't disagree. I don't agree on, but I definitely agree in his style of investing into ETFs and index funds. Ape Father says that's for old people. I don't agree with that. I do like Ape Father, but I don't agree that it's a good thing to reinvest in index funds and ETFs. It's a lot safer than meme stocks.
Well, the meme stocks won't be along much longer.
Oh yeah.
These squeeze plays, all them proposals.
What's up, Ape versus Wall Street? What's up, man?
Where they at?
What's up, brother?
Where they at?
I call you
versus
brother.
Wall Street.
That's what we call bros in Hawaii, by the way. It's like calling someone dude, that kind of thing.
Ape
All right,
versus
Frog. I
Wall
appreciate
Street.
that, man.
Ape Father's just
Does anybody else want to join? I mean, I don't want to hijack your stream. If anyone else wants to join, by all means.
I'm posting the link now, trying to get Froggy Styles or Ape versus Wall Street.
Beach Guy or Marissa, 1 million net, and I'm good.
It just takes so fucking long.
Don't worry about it. All our money will be gone because of gas prices anyway.
Sure. Hey, I woke up and gas was down 25 cents. I couldn't believe it.
Really? Mine was up 25 cents.
That's a shame.
It's like $5.35 in Hawaii. It fluctuates between like 5 to 5.35. Even when I went to Costco, where there's supposed to be a discount, it's still over $5. I waited in line for 45 minutes to save like 3 cents.
You go to Costco here and motherfuckers pull out guns. They start getting their gas over here. I put a link, Froggy Style and Ape versus Wall Street. There's a link in the chat for the stream.
I'm honestly trying to find any reason to not drive. Just fucking. I've been walking to most places nowadays. I'm fortunate to have like a lot of stores near me that are walking distance. So
Wow.
500K works for you. Yeah,
I was
like I
gonna,
said in my video before, I'd rather be someone that if I'm not selling to sell low, but sell conservatively. What works for you and your lifestyle, and if you don't need that money right away, if you can get to $1 million, get half that money, reinvest it, and get to your $1 million. Don't take the risk of not getting any money and being a bag holder. You know.
yeah.
But if you want to
Somebody
dream
wants,
big, dream big. I'm
somebody
not
wants to
going to
know
judge you.
when will the proposed proposals kick in? They're all set for different times. 2021, 2022, 2024.
Hey, what's up, Pantheon? You like my video?
Pantheon,
Yeah, I like to make dumb, stupid videos like that. Hopefully Lou
Pantheon,
doesn't sue me.
Pantheon, I just put the link in the chat if you want to come on and talk for a few minutes. I've got to go to the bathroom. I need somebody to talk to Lord Nemesis.
By the way, you guys, or you can call me Nem or Nemesis or LXN, whatever.
What do you mean? Why is GM up today? The computer's telling it to go up. Y'all got to
My
remember.
real name? My real name's Evan.
Synthetic wine pants from Wiz. Oh, I click over here. Send you the link in an email. Froggy, I'm gonna send you the link in an email.
Yeah, I like to actually talk to these guys instead of just being a watcher. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. Like I said, I haven't streamed in a long time, so I'm just trying to gather my composure. Try not to say anything stupid, which I probably already have.
No, you haven't said anything crazy. We appreciate you coming on.
Okay.
They got so many people making videos about you. I'm like, who the fuck is Lord Nemesis?
Well, it all started because I was honestly crying like a bitch. I made a video because I guess I took it personally.
Price?
The price. I missed the question. What was the question? If we get a 3 to 5K, sure, goddamn, it's gonna be a beautiful day. Yeah.
It sure will.
And if you get that high, if it gets to 5K a share, and y'all want to come to Hawaii, I will play tour guide. I'll show you all the cool places.
Are you
don't
in
even have to pay
Hawaii?
me. Yeah, I'm in Hawaii.
Oh my God, have you heard about Hawaii?
What was that? His mic cut out again. All I heard was, "Oh my God, you're from Hawaii!" And it was so amazing. His microphone dropped. I can join his live stream. No swearing tonight. All right.
Oh yeah, can't swear
if I swear, then he can 86 me.
Yeah, Froggy has family people that come on and their kids are around, so
yeah,
we have to be respectful of that. Over here, we drink beer and smoke sundials.
Yeah, it used to be a lot worse on live streams. I've learned to grow up a little bit, but I used to have a pretty bad mouth.
Let me see.
When I was younger.
Holbeck says, "I tell you that your question's stupid. I haven't seen your question."
Oh, you had a question about Hawaii, CSI?
Oh, y'all can hear me again?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I got an idea. Whenever I am looking on another tab, the mic cuts out, so I can't look on another tab.
Oh, what are you using? Chrome, Google Chrome?
Yeah.
Okay. You might want to try this. I have this browser that doesn't take that much memory. It's real easy to use. It's called Opera GX. You might want to look into that. It's very user friendly, and it's a lot less stress on your computer. Yeah, it's called Opera GX.
I'm gonna have to spend about $800 on another fucking computer, but I'm cool with that. I'll have both computers synced up. This one
I'll
is
build you one.
Pantheon. Pantheon. I'm Southern and
Shotgun
I'm
brought
half
a
drunk. Pantheon says I have
on
a
a
hard
hole.
time pronouncing their name. It's because I'm half drunk and stoned. But I'm here for
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, I live on the Big Island, and before anybody says that's the actual name of the island.
Oh, I was telling you about Alaska. Russia invades Ukraine and says it's because Ukraine is really a part of the old Russia, right?
Yeah, the USSR.
N- Now they're saying Alaska's part of fucking Russia too. And I'm thinking, yeah, bitch, y'all try that.
How the fuck is that's not even like regionally sound? If
That's what
anything, it'd
I'm
be
like.
part of Canada.
When my dad was telling me that, I'm like, oh my God, really? All right,
Yeah,
somebody tell me
I want to let you know that Hawaii is actually part of South Korea.
Yeah.
Believe
So
that.
so we should just give it back to them. And Texas was part of Mexico. Let's give that back to them.
Yeah,
No, it don't work like that.
they actually refer to Hawaii as Japan 2.0 because there's a huge Japanese influence in Hawaii, which is I'm fine with because Japan's awesome.
It says 3 people are on the stream, and I just this streaming
I don't
shit is terrible. All right, Al from Boston had a decent vid on exits. He also had a pretty decent exit too. I mean, he's typing some freaky shit to a woman, which I thought was cute. And I'm like, Luke, Al, you can come back.
On a live stream. Gonna work.
You got to
I'm
go.
gonna step away for a couple of minutes. My girlfriend's heading to work right now.
All right, no
I'll be right back.
problem, Lord Nemesis.
Oh, do
I'll
you want me
talk
to
to you
leave the
later.
stream?
Huh? I'll just close your window. Jesus, restream is terrible. Maybe if I turn off some of these tabs. 1563 AMC. Pepe Le Pew. Pepe'd still be hollering $1 million a share. It's possible. I'm refreshing. I'm trying to get this thing working for y'all. When my friend sells and it's not my number, will I continue to? Yeah, I'm going to hold to my numbers. Give me a break, man.
Hey,
Friend, you've been wanting to come on for a few days. I
oh
see you
yeah.
now.
Hey, what's up,
Can you
PSI?
see
Man, I'm
me?
finally up on your shit.
Yeah. First off, do you hold AMC?
Absolutely, man. And
Are
GME.
you diamond handing them bitches? What?
But
Go ahead, my
I'm gonna be one of those motherfuckers that hold like 100 shares for a million.
That's right. Hold some shares. Don't get rid of them all.
No, without a doubt, man. But to be honest with you, I'm gonna take your advice and instead of holding just at a million, 900,872.
CZ don't know he's on. Hey.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
what's up,
hey,
man?
yeah, now you got it.
You just
I
snuck
got
me in there, huh?
Hey, how come y'all not Two Chain, how come you're not making videos, man? Do you got
Uh,
a YouTube channel?
No, I don't. That's not really my deal. I don't. You know what I mean? I just got on here because I've been trying to chop it up with you, maybe smoke a
Mhm.
blunt with you. But
Ah,
Okay.
hold on. Got it right here. It's legal here almost.
I feel it. Yeah. But what else, CSI? What other little
How's your day?
tips and
How's
shit
your
you
day
got for it?
going? How's your day
My day.
going?
I just woke up, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I've been staying up for pre-market for the past like 2 weeks. And you know what I mean? I said, fuck it. It ain't gonna happen anytime soon. I'm gonna give me a little nap in today.
And that's exactly what I do. I catch that pre-market, see around 11. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take me a nap.
Yep. Yep. That's
What
basically it.
about you?
I've been telling people like pre-market is what I look at, and if there's no action, I don't go about my day, man. Like instead of just sitting around, and then I catch people who I'm subscribed to. I get the alerts that they're going live, like you. I saw that you was going live. I was working, so I couldn't hop on earlier, and then I was just like, yo, let me hop on real quick, say what's up to the peeps out there.
Oh,
But
yeah. Say
but
hello to
pre-market,
everybody.
yo, what up, squad? Pre-market is where it's at, man. Like if you if you want to like manage your stress, just look at the pre-market, because that's when the covering is going to start. Whales have
That's right.
access to pre-market, and they're looking to buy bricks of shares, like tens of thousands of shares in the pre-market. So if you guys aren't, if you guys want to manage your stress, look at the pre-market. If nothing's going on, just go about your day. Find ways to make money to increase your position in other plays, but ain't no need to be stressing all day for like 8 hours as the market is open.
I used to. I watched that line for 8 hours. Then I got like you. I just watch the pre-market. If it don't bust in the pre-market, it ain't busting.
Yo, pre-market, man. Like, if anything, pre-market is where it's going to begin. All right, I can guarantee it. As the sun will go up tomorrow, pre-market is where it's going to start at, and then once you see that action, then you can just make your decisions accordingly. But until that happens, you could just sit back, conversate with the fellow retail investors out there. You know what I mean?
Don't you eat that, Lord Nemesis? Don't you eat that, Lord Nemesis? We see you, bitch.
So what up? Come on,
I
CSI,
thought,
man. I'm here to fucking pick your brain, man. Give me some more tips and
give me
shit.
something. What you
Give me
got? Give
some.
it to me.
I'm trying to
What
hear
you
them
want?
from you.
Let's
I
see.
want
I
it
All
was
right,
all.
talking.
yo. So wait, peep game. So peep game. All right, check this out. There's like this. There's like
Yeah.
this a way that I was able to increase my position from like when I started. I did see a comment from last time I was on with you, CSI. People were asking how I got from $38 a share to 17.
Mm-hmm.
How I was able to average down and increase my position. So what I was doing was
I see.
swing trading other plays that was basically was checking volatility in other stocks, and I would take my profits from those plays. I would take 10% of those profits and slowly incrementally increase my position until I was able to get down from $38 to seventeen
Y'all can
dollars
hear
a
me now?
share.
Oh yeah,
Hey, check
we
this
hear you.
out.
What
Hey,
about
what's up?
you?
I realized.
Hey, check
You
this out, right? So
yeah.
I've been buying shares for a minute now. I'm at like 16 months holding some shit like that. So I got a couple accounts. And you know when Lou started talking about changing brokers, I didn't transfer all my shit. I sent about half. And I was like, fuck it, I'll let half roll within the hundreds, the other half at the thousands, and either way I'm out and I'm out good.
Yeah.
And
Hey, when
but
he
check
was
this
put
out though. When I transferred shares, I had a certain average. And then when it got to wherever it got to, I had a lower average. Why? Because I didn't send all my shares. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? You don't necessarily need to continue buying and fucking eating up shit like that because, man, it's already naked and it's going to pass. But I transferred brokers in the shares that I sent ended up having a new average. And guess what? It was lower.
Y'all want to talk about that for a minute? I was screaming.
Because you didn't buy all the shares at the same price, did you?
Nope.
No.
So guess what? When you transfer your shit over, it's gonna either you're gonna have a new average. So you don't necessarily need to. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Let's take advantage of what the fuck CSI said today. He said, "Hey man, I got Lulu and they give me something that all these fucking apps and you can throw some shares over there. Throw some shares over there. Do the same shit. You know what I mean? And what are you doing? You're just transferring between brokers, maybe part of part of part of part. And then those are your fucking 270 brackets, man. So your average will be different every time. And guess what? In the end, the higher 72, but at the same time, the person has 72, maybe 100 shares at 72. He takes partial, then fucking 50 shares from one account to another account. You know what I mean? And break that 100 down. I don't know if all that shit makes sense, but hopefully it is.
Nah, it makes sense.
Yeah. I actually I transferred from brokers from Robinhood to Webull to Fidelity.
Then how come you guys haven't told? And did you average down? Did your average come down when you switched over?
I actually averaged up because I was lucky to get in at $11, so I averaged up.
Hey, trust me. I guess what, man? It's hard for me to get what I get. I worked all fucking year. You don't think I'm gonna wait for a fucking $1 million?
Look,
think about what all this shit is.
I'd wait 2 years,
what
man.
y'all gotta think about, because y'all think $1 million ain't shit. Nah, fuck that. They'll never pay that. They'll never. Fuck yeah, they will.
When you get that $1 million, bro, be smart with your money, man.
Guess what? My family's still fighting that shit today.
Let me interject something here.
Get the fuck out of here. I mean, go get $1 million. And I serve this goddamn country. Fuck out of here.
You watch this channel.
That's a real deal.
Motherfucker,
hey,
y'all playing on here. Y'all playing on
AMC
here.
Shirt, man.
Y'all playing. All y'all niggas is playing. Fuck all you YouTubers. I just went YouTube CSI as much as I love you. Fuck all you bitch ass niggas, man. Y'all thinking this is going to get us the most money ever? And y'all
let them vent. Let them vent.
And all this bullshit. That's fucked up. Every dollar everybody making should be putting it into AMC and GameStop, and that's not financial advice, bitch. But think about all that, and y'all just fucking people.
Hey,
that's fucked up. Y'all making plenty of money on YouTube, and if not, man, you gotta follow them.
He's very passionate, man. Very, very passionate.
He's gonna get mad, but you can't. Golly, a conversation is two people talking together. Not.
Hey, real quick, CSI, because Mike asked this question 3 times now. It's a USB microphone HyperX Quadcast. That's the one. This is the older model. They have a newer model, and I like it. I had the Blue Yeti. I didn't like the tinging sound the Blue Yeti had. Plus, it picked up everything in the fucking room. It picked up the cars that are like half a mile away. Even when you turn the gain all the way down, it picks up everything. This microphone is way better than the Yeti. And occasion will send him a new one. Hey, there you go, CSI. You might get someone might buy you a new microphone.
I'm gonna get one Monday. I promise you. I will have this microphone right here talking into Monday.
I got the Blue Yeti. It's worked out for me. I'm off the street, so I have like my own little setup in my office. So the Yeti is fine. Like any $30 mic is fine.
Where you at? You look like you're at like a mall or something.
Yeah, I just was like so I was just sold like this product like I get from China, And that's it. Like this whole supply line issue's been screwing me up too, man, slowing my momentum down. But I just sold a few electronics and hopped on the live.
I
That
appreciate you
mic looks
being
like a
here.
5 star. Yeah, dude. I'm too poor to actually afford a real lightsaber. I only got 1/4 of a lightsaber. So
Here's the
this
point
they
I'd
call
like to
this
make.
the Sith Mini.
People ask me all the time, do you think they're going to fuck us over? Lou talks about that too. Will we get fucked over? Let me explain something to you. That's part of the reason I'm doing what I'm doing. I pull people that are everyday people out of the audience and let them talk. Now, you just heard how passionate he was. I know you're passionate. I'm passionate. Let them try to fuck something up, and they're going to have us to deal with, and they don't want to have to deal with us. People like
Do you
B
think?
Chain that was on. B Chain show up at the SEC. He ain't gonna stand outside chanting "Stop corruption." He gonna go in there and fuck somebody up. He wants his money.
Yeah, that's
I
how
think we
people
should
get
all go.
radicalized, though. That's how people
We
get
should all go to.
radicalized.
We should all go to the New York Zoo and release all the apes. Real gorillas. Real gorillas. They'll fucking give us our money if they have fucking real monkeys and gorillas throwing all kinds of shit all over the office.
Did you catch his name, CSI? Did you catch that last guy's name?
B Chain. He's a subscriber of mine. He's a pretty cool dude. He's very very
Okay.
passionate.
Nah, but you could tell that he needed an outlet to voice his frustrations. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And a lot of people do need that outlet. So I put the invitation out to him if he wants to hop on, because I'm like unfiltered on my end. So if you want to come, just hit me up and we'll go from there. But he needs
Oh
an
yeah.
outlet. That's why, when you guys stated that people should start their YouTube channel, even if nobody subscribes or sees, everybody needs an outlet to vent, because what happens is when it boils up so much inside you, whatever little opening you have, you just let the floodgates just pour out open. And I'm sure if you would have let him spoke a little bit more, he would have gone a little bit deeper too. So
Yeah.
um
We're
everybody
all
needs an
frustrated.
outlet, man. And
Yeah,
that's why I just
we
been,
all handle it differently as well. But I know where what
yeah,
you're talking about. I'm used
yeah,
to people yelling and screaming in my ear from my last job, so I'm cool with him if he wants to come back and vent. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Eight
man.
versus Wall Street's white. He just needed a vent, and hey, come on here and vent. If we're lucky and some of them see this,
yeah,
they will
let's
let
make it the Jerry
hey,
Springer show. Come on.
yeah, yeah, no shit.
Just been,
Hey, it's funny you say that. I'm working on something right now. I've got the CSI show coming. All right, and that's where I have an expert like Pantheon. I said it
Thanks,
right,
Mark.
Pantheon, and AC Bigums, and these experts who do real deep DD and can tell us, like for example, reading Fintel. We'll go to Fintel, let them share their screen, and show everybody how they come up with their DD. That's something interesting that I'd like to learn myself, and I'm sure everybody else would. Don't just tell us they're synthetics and naked shares. Prove
yeah.
it to us.
The real DD I find right now, because people often say the DD is done. Everybody is just currently focusing on how retail cannot get screwed in this play, because the thesis is already there, is concrete. But what we're looking for right now with the due diligence is how the hedge funds or the short sellers are trying to skate past without covering their shorts. And basically, we've uncovered so many dark shit on how they're hiding their money, how they're like, avoiding like certain. And I think it's based on outside source, because like if we were to look at it on its face value, there's no way organically this play shouldn't have squeezed yet. I think
Right.
government intervention is playing a part in holding us back, but it's sort of like the front end of the store where everything is all clean and rosy while the fire is in the back. Right now, they're trying to put out all the fires so that we can safely land this plane. Because if they were to just let this run without, you know, ironing out everything, this whole thing would just crash and burn, right? So right now, just trying to land the plane safely. We're turbulent right now, you know. The pilot, which is Adam Aaron, is trying to steer this plane and keep, you know, the holding pattern, right? Keeping the holding pattern going. And right now, what they're trying to do is safely trying to land this plane and make sure that we got a solid ground to land on. And yes,
That's
they're going to people like in war. There's going to be casualties on both sides. Those retailers who hold for too long or get out too early, and then there's the short sellers who take too long to cover their positions. There is just nature. It's going to weed out the ones that is intended to weed out. What we're trying to do is inform each other, you know, ways that we can safely land and get our attendees and go on about our merry way, you know. And that's what people need to like. At this point, it's all emotional. People need to just get out of their emotional feelings and understand the same energy that it took, the same manipulation that it took to for this play to come to fruition is the same thing that's holding us back, right? So, like, if there was no manipulation, if there was none of that, this play wouldn't exist, right? It wouldn't give any people hope to avoid and escape the rat race. So, be humble, be gracious that yes, it was a fucked up system, but we happen to be on this side of the play, and we just gotta just stay steady and wait for us to cash the fuck out, man.
I say this all the
Well said,
time.
man.
I say this all the time. First off, let me address MC. That's what I was talking about before. Is that when I do a CSI show, when you see a tab that says CSI show, that means we're going to have experts on to explain certain things to everybody and answer their questions. Like Pantheon. I said it right, didn't Pantheon? Oh, she's awesome. Uh, we're not going to get screwed over, people. Just like the man just got through saying, CZ, it's a turbulent
Yeah.
plane. Now you can land this motherfucker if you want to, but everybody's gonna crash and burn. But let them do what they got to. They have to control AMC. They have to control GME. They have to control Sundial. They have to control cost. They have to control BBBY. It's not just AMC. They have to control all of that at once, and
All of
it's
those
coming.
planes are in a holding pattern right now. All of
Everything.
those companies are currently in a holding pattern, and there's no place to land.
That's
They
right.
have to landing strip in order for us to land, and that is like you got to think about it. Everybody's tweeting Gary Gensler, Adam Aaron, like the government has the most intelligent agency in the world. They conquer governments. They bring people, like the most powerful people, to their knees. And you think a bunch of retail investors know more? Like, no, they're trying to land this plane. So we just gotta, and I understand if you've been in a plane and they're telling you that, hey, there's some traffic and you're annoyed, I get it. Like you have your itinerary, you bought your plane tickets, you expect to arrive at a certain time. But it just so happens that the ground isn't suitable for 100 planes to land at once. So they're building the landing strip, and the landing strip is basically how everybody's going to arrive safely to their numbers and exit, right? And we don't know when that time will come.
We don't. We just hold.
Sorry, just laughing at the State by Grace. Bring back the angry dude. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, you know, the SEC and DOJ, they're kind of like air traffic control. You know, they're trying to make sure everything's well maintained so that we don't crash and burn. But there's no way they can screw us over. We'd have what 4 or 5 million people. I personally think some people would riot in the streets, but you know, that's just me.
You know, you got 4 or 5 million people, but boy, if you piss off 1 million motherfuckers like C Change, like Feel for Real, like me, I'm not going to hold no fucking picket sign. I'm going to whip somebody's ass, and I want my money, bitch.
And you know where they stay at
Yeah.
too. You know where they
You
stay.
know where they
So
stay. That's why
you
that
know where they
motherfucker
stay.
hired the Secret Service. He hired
Yeah,
Joe
we
Biden's
know where your
Secret Service
plane is
man.
going. You know where your plane is going and whatnot.
So they're not
Even
gonna fuck with
even
us.
They're gonna
even
have to.
him,
They're gonna have to burn more buildings,
yeah.
right?
Like what you see in the media is basically the front end of the store. So I worked in retail, right? And there's a thing where you front and face and make sure that it's presentable to the customers that enter the store. So you got to make
You're
sure
welcome,
that the
Mike.
store is clean and whatnot. So back in the back end is where all the fires are. Your colleagues are crying. Inventory is going missing and all that stuff. But they got to present it to calm the people down. Because you go on the media and tell them exactly what's going on, ain't no way you won't have enough time to land the plane. They're like, bring the plane down now. I want my money now. And then everybody just crash and burns. So when this story is wrapped up and a documentary is released 2-3 years later, right? They're going to explain to you exactly what they were doing back there to the best of, to like not piss off the people. Because the movies that we watch, like The Big Short, Margin Call, and everything, it's like the Hollywood version.
Wall
But the
Street.
truth, yeah, Wall Street. But the truth, when you like dissect it, there are people dying over this. There
That's right.
are people losing their whole shirts off their backs, and at the end of the day, everybody's just trying to arrive safely. You know, and the pressure is just mounting. There's so much, yeah, and every day there's new retail investors coming into this play, and they're like, shit, it's getting heavier. It's getting heavier. So what was 100 planes waiting is now 1,000 planes waiting. And there's so
That's
much
right.
planes that can just be in the sky at once, right? So at one point they're gonna be like, yo, fuck it, let's just start landing some. And that's gonna be the ones that's been holding the longest, which is AMC and GME.
Do you think after this play, because they say history repeats itself, do you think they'll ever be in this type of position ever again?
Yes, of course. There's going to be, but it's not going to be to this magnitude. There's going to be other plays because they said 2008 was never going to happen again. Now we're in
Yeah.
2022, right?
Yeah. Right.
So if it's not mortgage-backed securities, like because at once short sellers was the way in 2008. Now the tides have turned on the short sellers in 2022, right? So next is all cyclical. What happened in one sector is probably going to happen in another sector, maybe 8-10 years down the road. But it's just that's the way the system works. There's going to be a way where greedy people get into a position where they're going to scalp
Greed
as
knows
much as
no
they
bounds.
can. They're going to scalp as much as they can, and then what's going to happen is nature is going to need to cleanse itself, just like nature cleanses itself with like tsunamis and storms and shit. The financial storm is going to find a way to cleanse itself and get us right back on track. So great reset is going to come. Then there's going to be greedy people again 10 years down the road, and nature's going to cleanse itself again. So I say, when you guys cash out, do right with your attendees, because you're seeing what happens with these greedy people. They have all the money in the world and it didn't fix their problems. What it
That's right.
caused is greater problems, right? So you're gonna
I'm
you're
gonna do
gonna
a
watch.
I'm gonna do a video Monday of me spending some money. It's gonna be I'm buying my dad a deep freeze because he's worried about the price of everything. So I said, well, I'll buy you a deep freeze and we'll stock it with hamburger meat and bread and stuff like that because he's worrying about the price of everything. And I tell him he should worry because we don't know how bad it's really gonna get. So that's my advice. I got the same advice as you. When you cash out, take your initial investment out, put it back in your pocket, do something good with
Yeah,
it. Take your wife to dinner. Do something that you've never buy a couch with your money.
yeah.
Something to upgrade your life.
Yo, follow the fundamentals of wealth building. Like right now, like what we're experiencing is exponential growth, right? Once we cash out. But if you study history of lotto winners and all of that, when they
They
cash
lose
out, they go
most of their
buy
money.
all the funny stuff, right?
Yeah.
But what you want to do is take that money, save some, invest some, pay your taxes, go the long route. You know what I mean? Like if you don't make $1 million in this play, you will if you follow the fundamentals of wealth building.
Exactly.
Don't think
Yeah.
that you gotta just get the million here. I understand there's like different tiers of people in this play, the ones that hold double digits, triple digits, quadruple, and all that. But
I'm
get
gonna
that
disappear
grip.
for a second.
Yeah, get your
You gotta
grip
keep going.
and follow the fundamentals of wealth building. It is slow and steady. Like if you see it, like I equate it to like microwaving something, right? Like microwaving is instant, and just as instant as it gets hot, it gets just as fast. So if you were to slowly heat up your food in like a pot roaster, it takes long and steady, and then what happens is it stays hotter longer. So just as you cash out, put it in ways where it'll grow slow and steady, and you'll have it
Yeah.
a lot faster. You know, don't be cashing out going to buy your. I know the joke was when Lambo and all that, but if you
Yeah.
do that, you'll
Lambo's
be
on the
able
moon.
to. Yeah, once you do that, you'll be able to get your Lambo. It might not be as soon as you cash out, but it might be like 6 months, like 18
Yeah.
months down the
Like
road. You know.
what I said earlier, this like you said, don't go for the big prizes right away. You can have small prizes and build up that wealth. You know,
Yeah.
I was actually watching a documentary. I think it was like MSNBC. They were reviewing or interviewing a couple of people that were in the GameStop movement. And they earned over $1 million. Most of them have lost all their money.
No.
Yeah.
One guy had like he had like $1,300,000, something like that. He did buy a house, you know, I'll give him that, but he only had like $58,000 left to his name. He kept buying cars and all this shit and stuff like that. And he didn't seem like the brightest, banana in the bunch, but look at that as an example. Don't fucking buy all the stupid shit. Let
Yeah.
your money build money. That's how
Yeah.
wealth is made.
Exactly.
Let your
Get
money build
money.
money.
Exactly. Get your money and build money. Like your money is troops. Like you want them to go to war for you. Like I got 30,000 troops going to war for me right now, and we're looking to bring that home. So it's like what you want to do is and then also that same documentary, which is smart because there was a guy who started off smart. What he did was only spend the interest that his money made. But what happened? Human nature got him to start dipping in his savings. So the
Is that the
same
one that
person
he
you
was
are
live?
right now.
Was
Yeah,
that
go
the
ahead.
same guy swing trading or like day trading his
No, I think
profit?
I think he got $11 million. No, it was the same documentary I think on
Oh,
Netflix or
11 million.
TLC.
Holy shit.
He had $11 million, and all he was doing was spending the interest that the $11 million was generating. But over time, that wasn't enough, and he started dipping into the $11 million as opposed to the
Hey,
interest.
let me tell
And
you something. If your lifestyle gets above the interest of $11 million, something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with
no,
you. That's a lot. That's a lot of
basically he's the
fucking money.
same person. Like the same person you are today. That's why I was like, yo, improve your fundamentals, like the fundamentals of your mindset. The same
Mm-hmm.
person that you are is going to be the same person that you are once you cash out. Like if you
That's
are
right.
spending, living past your means now, it's the same thing that's going to happen once you get your money. Like me, I
I
save
know.
long and hard, and I'm definitely not going to be spending all of that cash.
I know
Pan-
once I get a million. I'm still gonna dress in raggedy ass clothes and eat ramen noodles.
Boom.
Pantheon.
That's it. That's it.
Pantheon. Check your email. I sent you the link to the stream. Please
It's
come on.
all about experiences, people. Like
Y'all tell.
material things just come and go. It's all about creating experiences for you and your family. Like
Everybody
it.
chant.
Pass it down to your
Everybody,
kids.
everybody chant Pantheon in the chat. I
Yeah,
sent him the link
Pantheon,
too.
get on. I never met
Pantheon, come
him
on, man.
actually.
I sent you the link in an email. Everybody wants to hear you. We never see your damn face, but that's all right.
Hmm.
We didn't know who the Lone Ranger was either.
Yeah.
Pantheon, get
Yeah.
it? Check your
Improve your
email.
fundamentals. Like Adam Aaron improved his fundamentals, paid down debt, and also leveraged the money that he has to get into other positions. Same thing that anybody can do with whatever
Oh, Matthew.
money you have. Improve your fundamentals and start with the mindset. So, like, yo, pay down your debt, leverage your cash to bring in more cash, and like lower your cost of living. You know, spend your money on experiences. Those things, the time that you spend, like, cause I remember growing up when I
Thanks,
was
Mark.
like when I got a grip of cash and I would spend
Sorry.
it on something, the novelty just wears off super fast. You know,
It does.
there's another cars change the way that they look for years. You know,
Look,
ain't
I'll
really.
give you an example. I'll use YouTube for an example. If I make a video, it's probably going to be worth $14, $15. If I live stream like we're doing now, I might get $3 or $4. So it's more cost worthy for me to make the videos, but I'm bored with that shit. There's nothing really to talk about. I was sitting there going, what am I going to talk about today? The gold mine. That's the last thing that happened. So, but the gold mine's played out. Everybody's talking about the fucking gold mine. So I said, fuck it. You don't make no money doing a live stream, but let's do it. And then I'm drinking and smoking at the same time. So they demonetize you. And but let's just go have some fun
Really?
and
They
talk to one
demonetize you for
another.
that? I see people vape
Oh,
all the time on YouTube.
yeah, they get me if I say Lou's name. Lou from Wall
Yo,
Street.
No.
but
That
listen,
just got my
so echo
unmonetized.
that. All those videos are tiny little assets, right? That builds up over time. So that $14 that it'll make you now will accumulate that compound
Sure,
effect, yeah,
sure.
and down the road.
What
I'm just
happens
wondering what all
is
these AMC YouTubers are going to do once the squeeze is over.
they got to come up with something new. Now I've come up with something new. I'm gonna have the CSI show just like we do in here. I'm gonna pull CZ up. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? I'll pull you up. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Shit like that. And then I got an idea for a game show.
I
And yeah,
love it.
I'm gonna have two people on, and I'll ask them questions, and you get points, and the winner is gonna get a cash prize. So
There you go.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yo, you know what? Wait, I want to make this point because this is a platform for people. I don't know how many people's in here, but I want to make this point about YouTubers, okay? Because there's a lot of like there's a lot of people just saying how YouTubers are selling out because they're monetizing their channel and whatnot. And I don't feel that way. I'm totally against that sort of mindset. But with all the censorship that's going on, right? Wouldn't it be because everything now, the fight is for decentralization, right? That's what crypto is for. And there's a lot of people who are going toward, and then I remember CS Wolfpack, I forgot his name, with his servers and whatnot.
Cam.
Cam, what he built was a decentralized with Discord and his membership and whatnot. And what YouTubers or content should do is start focusing on growing uh, their YouTube platforms, right? And then taking their audience and move them into an outside server so that they can now be decentralized and just talk to their 1,000 true fans, right? So instead of like worrying about all the YouTube and everything, your money is tied to the people that are invested in your show and what you have to say. So don't think just because people are monetizing their channel, it's all a bad thing. You just need to like one, mind your business. It's not anything, and you have like just take yourself out of the position to argue or whatever this person has to say on this channel, or make
Let's
your own channel,
let's
you
say
know.
for example, you own Shiba Inu. All
Hmm.
right. I don't know who does. I do.
I own
Now,
Shiba.
okay, check this out. You're
Yeah.
gonna like this then. I take my ad revenue and I send it to the dead wallet. I take the Shiba Inu circulating
Like
supply.
how Matthew Perry does it. I know you talked about Matthew Perry on your
He
videos before.
he was the inspiration for me doing that. I used to say this is a burn video, but I forget a lot of times. So I just said, fuck it, $250 a month. Next month it might be 5. As long as we get YouTube revenue here, I'm gonna burn ship with it. And Matthew was
Hey,
the first.
real quick, a couple people been asking you, CZ, do you have a YouTube?
Yes, so it's first name, last name. So my first name is Caesar, Caesar. Last name Jean. That's the name of my channel. Caesar Gene. And if y'all want to email me, it's first name, last name, CAESARJEAN@gmail.com. Hit me up. I'm all about talking and chatting and building, because building is what I strive to do. Instead of complaining on here all day, I just want to, like, how can we get this money, increase our positions, and just like build a stronger force to go up against these hedge funds.
We got 4 minutes.
Tell you, man.
C is up 53 cents or 3.49%, 27 million volume. Wow. 1572. Still inside the triangle. It looks like it's going to stay there till Monday, and then it's going to decide, does it want to go up or down on Monday.
Oh wait, so I just want to mention this too. So ticker symbol BCEL, right? I got in this play last year, and I was averaging down, and like I got left holding the bag with this. I got left holding the bag with this ticker symbol, right? But then it went on a 300% run, and nobody talked about it. And I was like, how is this possible? How did
Sorry,
nobody catch this?
what was the ticker?
BCEL.
BCEL.
Yeah, it's a pharmaceutical. And
Yeah,
it had like a,
a lot of pharmaceuticals been doing that. I mean, we know about what happened with Prague, but we had like Moderna and all the other ones that had that run up. But I'm not too.
let me
I
let me see
didn't
if
hear
I
about
can
that
write
one.
my yeah, I'm gonna write my channel down for the people. It's my name, so hopefully you guys see that.
Yeah, I can put that in the chat.
Yeah, I think I just put it there. So again, it's CAESAR, last name JEAN. All right, CAESAR. Or if you type in hashtag the Caesar Life, so hashtag the Caesar Life, so hashtag THECAESARJEAN. No, sorry, life. Basically, all I'm doing is documenting my life experiences, catching life's precious moments. So you're just finding me on my day-to-day vlogs in this play, and me building businesses and whatnot. But yeah, ticker
All
symbol
right.
BCEL. Take note of that.
All right. All right. It's the moment everybody's been waiting on. The one,
Oh,
the
Pantheon
only
in the
Oh,
building.
Pantheon in the house. As soon as it turns on.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
hey, what's up, Anthony?
It's good to see you, Lord X.
All
CZ,
right, we
man,
Thanks.
you
should
are
be live with that.
you're impressive, CZ, man. I like listening to you. I'm gonna sub.
Thanks,
There he is.
thanks, Pantheon. I appreciate
Yeah, I'm
that,
gonna sub
man.
too.
Thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Like, it's
Yeah, no
literally
problem.
just my life journey, man. So it's literally, I have I'm not a TA guy. I'm just a normal guy living his life. I like to make films. Hopefully, once one of the films that I make is the film of this whole experience. I'm just taking clips here and there and adding it to like a little deck so I could make my own little uh, hour-long documentary once this play is over. So I'm just highlighting where I am, like my emotional states on a day-to-day basis, and talking to family members who are in this play with me, you know?
All right. Pantheon. What's the word for today, man? What have you been hearing on the street?
I have been laying low for the last 24 hours. I wasn't gonna do any live streams this week. I ended up on 2 of them the other day. So I'm still working on producing a video more in depth on HYMC. I know you said it's talked out, but there's a lot of misinformation people are throwing out there. One of the biggest ones is people keep saying Citadel owns Mudrick. Citadel owns 5% of Mudrick. Look, if I bought 5% of the New York Yankees, does anyone think Hal Steinbrenner's going to listen to what I say? Of course not. Guys, you got to just calm down with the whole Citadel owns Mudrick 5% means they're going to destroy every guys. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't planning to come on live today, CSI, but I got to say, the segment you do where you pull people like CZ on, you got Lord X on, I love this. I love this interaction that you're doing with people, and the more people talking, the better. This is
We had
fantastic.
a huge energetic guy on earlier. He was very passionate.
I saw
Yeah.
that gentleman.
Right.
I saw
we
that
love it.
gentleman. I want to mention on that, like, the YouTubers are not the problem. What people don't understand is that if you're not Matt Kors, Trey, or Lou, you're not making full-time money doing this. Look, guys,
Right.
like I probably make, on my best month that I've been monetized, I've only been monetized for a few months, I make maybe 100 or 150 bucks a month with the videos. You make maybe, CSI gets way more views than mine do. I maybe make $5 to $8 if I put a video out. That's it. And it takes me literally days to get the information together and put it together. So the whole narrative that YouTubers are making all this cash, they're not, man. Unless you've got a
Nope.
merchandise store and you're doing
Mhm.
tons of super chats and you're putting out
Yeah.
8 videos, 10, 12 videos a day with 40,000 views per video, you're not
Mhm.
making full-time money. Like, we're not in this stealing money. We're in this trying to help share information, you know?
And you know,
I just want to make
yeah,
videos
go
to
ahead.
help the community. I was just saying, I just want to make videos. I make no money. I'm not monetized or anything else like that. But I just like making videos to be part of the community and to spread awareness.
Yo, one thing I see, like the YouTubers that I follow, and I understand them to a T because my emotions are divorced from like the play, right? But one thing with people with their emotions, they see and hear things that aren't there. So watching Lou and watching all these other like Phil for Real and I just started following Eight Nation Will and whatnot. They speak really well, but yet people still like listen and hear things that they want to hear. Like
Sure.
and it's like it makes it hard because and I understand why Lou has to break up his videos because if he goes on a long ass rant, people are going to and they're still doing it. They dissect every little bit. They hang on to every little word and their minds, their emotions hear something completely different. And I'm just looking at like, yo, dude, like take your emotions out of it. I understand your money is in the play, but take your
You remember
emotions out of it.
when Ape Father and Feel for Real were going at it head to head.
I
Now,
did see
Yeah.
that.
I remember Ape Father would come out with a video addressing Feel for Real. So I had to watch that video because I like Feel for Real. So I had to hear the shit he was talking. Then Feel for Real come out with one. So I had to go watch that one to see what Feel for Real had to say about
I,
the Ape Father. And we
I
went
gotta
back
I
and
gotta
forth.
say I miss Phil Farrell's impression of the Ape Father. I love those videos. That's some funny shit.
Well,
Oh
the thing
man,
about it is,
it
we
is
went back
hilarious.
and forth with these two for a while, for a week or two.
Yeah,
But we was in a down dip. I mean, we was bleeding bad, but our
yeah.
attention was focused on
It was a
them.
good distraction.
That's
Hmm.
right. It was a good distraction. We were laughing. We were seeing Phil for real imitate Ape Father. We see Ape Father imitate Lou and so forth.
Yeah,
And it refreshes us and keeps us going. And that's what I try to do here too.
yeah. It's sort of like when people were at Vietnam, right? And they were fighting overseas, and they brought in all these different acts to perform for the troops. That's basically what they were doing. They were performing
Yeah.
for the troops, and like they were chilling, and we were entertained by it, which was good. And it just completely, like for a couple of weeks and a couple of months, it was like all funny. But when things took a turn and it started getting personal, I was like, all right, fellas, like you got to relax because what that's going to do is the people who just hop in like into the play and search on YouTube and it's cluttered with the infighting, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? I thought this was a squeeze play. What is this extra shit? You know? So I'm like, yo, just chill. It was entertaining with the fight videos and whatnot, but as soon as it got personal, it
What
was like, all right, we need a commissioner. We need a commissioner, like a mediator or somebody to like, all right, fellas, relax,
I nominate
relax.
Pat then.
Yeah,
Pantheon.
Pantheon.
See,
Yeah.
part of the problem is you get people that say there's too much drama. You guys need to cut out the drama. But the reality is, when you put out a video, I don't do drama, man. When you put out a video that does drama, though, that's where you get 8,000, 10,000, 15,000 views.
It's human
Right.
nature.
And so, and what YouTubers we'll use Tony's references. He called the first generation YouTubers, and we're part of the second generation. I kind of like that analogy. A lot of the first generation YouTubers, I'm not saying they're bad or anything. I don't crap on people, but I will say you'll notice that a lot of their thumbnails became very clickbaity. Right? There's a few of them that I used to watch, and I stopped watching them because they completely went clickbait. Like Ken Griffin going to jail, and I'm not talking like
Oh,
the
I hate
crap
those.
channels. I'm talking some of the more reputable ones. They
Mhm.
would do, and you'd watch it, and there's nothing about Ken Griffin going to jail, so you stop watching those guys. Like that's the
Right.
stuff that gets the clicks. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna just say, if the viewers don't want that stuff, stop watching that stuff, right?
It's
Because
easy.
I put out videos that give you super good information, detailed down to everything you need to know in a very simplistic format. And I struggled to get 1,000 views. I don't care about the views in relation to money because it would take me from what, $4 to $6 for a video.
Yeah.
$2 isn't going to make my world, guys. I don't do this for the money. But you put out educational videos and you get no views. But if I were to put out a video today that said this YouTuber is a piece of garbage and I'm going to show you why, I guarantee I'd get 10,000 views. But I'm not going to do that, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
help. And the other thing I want to mention is with people, I agree with you, CZ, when you say that people they hear things that they want to hear. And the reason I think that happens is because I think a lot of viewers look at the YouTubers like we're all interchangeable, but we're not. Think of us like a baseball batting lineup. Not everyone's built to be the leadoff hitter. Not everyone's built to be the cleanup hitter. Not
Yep.
everyone's built to be, this number 8 or number 9 hitter. We've got a variety of different batting styles in our lineup. We've got people that are hype guys. We've got people that bring the community together like CSI. We've got people that do DD like AMC Bigums and Boss Blunts, looking at things beyond just the stock play. We've got a
Yep.
variety of different voices and a variety of different styles. So find the style and the voice that you like and stick with it. But it doesn't
Yeah.
do you any good as a viewer to find the voices you don't like and consistently crap on them in their chats. You're just wasting your
That's
time.
right. That's right.
Like if you
So,
It's
got
just it's
time.
just hard. It's just hard to get past that when they always pop up in your feed, like
Yeah.
practical investments, financial news, Benji, all those guys. They're just clickbait, and it's all just majority of it is just lies,
yeah.
Right.
And
just
the YouTube
false
algorithm
information.
will push the ones that are getting the views. And by no means am I suggesting this is a viewer issue, guys.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you want the people that make the videos to keep making the videos, and they're not getting the views, support them and watch them,
Yeah.
because if
Exactly.
they're only going to get
You're.
700 views, they're not going to
Yeah.
make videos. What's the point? It's
You're.
not about the
Yeah.
money. It's about the sorry, CZ. It's not about the
No. Go
money. It's
ahead.
about the message reaching enough people, right? Go ahead, CZ.
So
That's right.
we
Well, let me
often
say this.
complain. Yeah. Go
Let me
ahead.
interject something. He's exactly right. It's about interjecting something to the community. Either you're encouraging, you're educating, or you bringing everybody together like we do here, and it can have a professional like Pantheon on who can answer questions for us.
So
Because that's what I
AMC.
was missing. That's what I was
Yeah.
missing. When
AMC.
I started this trip, I was watching Astro and I comment in his videos, man, here's my email. Call me, talk to me, do something. I'm with you on this pattern. You're missing it. It's the volume. But I never hear anything back. I never hear anything back. Well, I mean, I understand Trades has a 500,000 fucking followers, so he's not reading his comments and gonna
It
see
seems to
my
be part of
comments.
that clique of YouTubers, AMC
Yeah,
YouTubers, the first generation, as Pantheon
and
said.
Yeah.
and Matt Kors or TMI, they're not gonna read their comments and see my comments that I have questions. So I said, you
Yeah.
know what? Fuck it. I'll make my own YouTube channel and I'll build it around. We got questions, and who's got the answers? So I look and say, Pantheon's got the answers. AC Bigum's got answers. Uh, the Short Squeeze channel's got answers. So I bring them here to answer our questions.
Yep. It's sort of like we often complain about mainstream media, but right now we are our independent news media, right? So it's like we have the responsibility for the little niche sections in the AMC stock sort of buzzword, or what do they call that? It's not buzzword, keyword. So keyword research, right?
That's right.
Keyword research would tell you like AMC short squeeze has like a lot of traffic, right? And what we have a responsibility of doing is, if we are those people pushing that, or
Narrative.
yeah, that narrative, we have a responsibility as independent news sources to report factual evidence, right? And then, of course, wherever you fall, whether you're an educator, entertainer, right, or motivator, you have the responsibility of the people that turn to you. Because there's people who work 9 to 5 still, and they turn to like us to translate the news to them, right? Translate what does 90% of the float mean. Translate what does the short squeeze mean. So we have to be the ones to like do that, and while going to fight the hedge
Okay.
funds and the troll bots and whatnot.
Okay. Like you said, as far as keywords is concerned, I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
right there so y'all can see it's backwards, but that's my
Uh-huh.
AMC keywords. It tells me that 720 people search Google every month for is AMC going to squeeze. So if I make a video on is AMC going to squeeze, Google ranks it. I get 720 views from Google for that. Keyword AMC squeeze update. I put that in my title every time. Why? Because that's a keyword. People on Google, 1,600 people on Google are searching for that a month for an AMC update. So I put it in my title. AMC stock short squeeze, 4,400 people search for that a month. So I'll make a video about that,
Mm-hmm.
to get the views. And then I
Yeah.
have my little town hall like we're doing here.
Yeah. No, that's important, because that's like, again, like people go to where the news is. But what happens is, when you have AMC people using those same keywords, but using it to like fight each other, it's like people are searching, but instead of seeing your videos, what they're seeing is the infighting, right? And they're like, wait, I came for an AMC update, but yet I'm seeing these two people going back and forth. What does that got to do with the
Let's
play?
Pantheon. Uh let's talk about FUD for a minute. I just did a video called FUD versus fact. And I'd like your opinion on that. When we hear things that we disagree with, we call it FUD. We don't look to see if what's being said is fact. For example, Citadel owns the gold mine. No, Citadel owns 5% of the gold mine.
No,
So
no, they
see,
own 5% of a company that owns 40% of the gold mine. It's even less, right?
oh
Sorry.
no, that's perfect. But talk to us a minute about FUD versus fact.
Sure.
I mean, how dangerous is it to label something
Hey,
FUD?
real quick, sorry. I'm actually gonna head out, but I want to thank you, CSI, and nice meeting you, CZ and
Yes, I'm
Pantheon,
going to
and
subscribe, Lord X. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to subscribe
yeah,
to
I'm
you.
not
I'm on my phone.
I'm not really a DD guy or TA guy. I just kind of like bring levity to the community, so I'm making more
I
like
don't
funny
really like,
videos and
to be quite honest with everybody, I don't care about TA, because, again, I just look at the pre-market. That's the only thing I look at. Like, again, pre-market didn't show me nothing, so market just closed, like nothing. So I'm looking for real people. I don't care about the TAs and whatnot. If there's big news, like if there's big news and then I don't understand it, I look for translation from other YouTubers. But I'm not really
yeah.
looking for. I'm
All
just
right.
looking for real people
Let's
who are in
give
this
let's
play
give
looking to have a
Pantheon the
conversation.
floor. Let's give
Well, hey,
Pantheon the floor.
Lord X,
All right.
before you head out, Lord X, I just want to
Yeah, yeah.
ask everyone, please check out Lord X's video he posted today. It's the scene from The Dark Knight. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I see that you've got Lou eating an ape's banana in the metaverse. That's what I'm seeing out of the video. I found a layer of funny. Anyways, if that's what you were going for, that's what I saw, and I thought it was hilarious.
If there's kind of a symbolism in that. It's kind of a way of me saying or us saying, "Don't bite the hand that feeds." Kind of saying like, "Oh, we're gonna make him eat a banana," and I have no issue with Lou. It's all just for the sake of comedy. Um, you know, don't mess with it. Don't mess with us apes, or we can definitely mess you up.
Yeah, I didn't take it like you were
Exactly.
shooting at
So,
Lou. I thought it was a shot at Kenny Griffin, but I just thought the whole video with all
oh,
the faces, quite good. Well
every
done. Check it out.
every satire, funny video I make is always a shot at Kenny G. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
fuck
check
that
it out,
guy.
Lord X. That's a
Yeah,
cool
and then
name
I
too,
also make
Lord X
motivational
Nemesis.
videos.
That's
Like,
a cool ass name.
oh, thanks. Yeah, it's actually my Twitch handle. I game too. So if you ever want to see me on Twitch, I usually do like fighting games, survival horror games, anything of that
I
nature.
feel you.
Check it out.
I'm gonna
And
definitely tune in.
yeah, see you guys.
All
Thanks,
right.
Lord X.
Thanks,
All
Lord
right.
X, for stopping
Aloha.
by.
Bye bye.
All right. Pantheon.
Yeah, you want to talk
Fact,
facts
fact
versus
versus
FUD.
FUD.
Yeah. So, I throw out the word FUD in my videos. But here's the thing. If I see someone say in a video with a title, and it's a clear clickbait title, um, that Citadel owns the mine. Okay, no, that first thing I do is I go and I look up the ownership stake, and I look up who owns shares in the mine, and I can see that Mudrick owns, and I'm getting approximate here. Mudrick owns 43.6%. I guess it's not approximate; it's pretty exact. And then we've got 40.83% between AMC and the gentleman that went in with us on that, the guy from Canada. The hell's his name? It doesn't really matter. Anyways, the two of them combined together to buy that. So you've got almost 85% of the mine is owned by those two entities. Now, of the 43.6%, only 5% of that company is owned by a Citadel, not 5% of the mine. So I think everyone needs to just relax about that. So I looked that up and I find that information, and to me, that Eric Sprott, thank you, Herman X Beef Tink. That's a cool name. Yeah, Eric Sprott. And so Eric Sprott's an expert on precious minerals. I mean, this guy has been investing in that as his go-to for his entire lifetime. So the fact that AA brought this guy in with to the deal shows that AA knows how to take a distressed company out of being in debt, and he brought with him a guy who understands that section of investing. I mean, it's a smart combination, guys. AA is he's not an idiot. He's a smart businessman. You can
When
separate
I
that
seen
from, sorry.
when I seen Eric Sprout and I read who he was and that he was like the leading minerals expert in the country, I'm like, well, damn, maybe we might want to give this gold mine a shot.
Well, I'm not investing in it at this time. There's quite a
And it's one in the 1.5% of our like liquid capital.
it's a small investment for the money we've got. I mean, if we would have put 22 million, whatever, 28 million, whatever it was, onto the debt, like what would
It
that have
would
accomplished,
it
right?
wouldn't have touched it. It wouldn't have
Right.
touched it.
But this has the ability down the road to be quite advantageous for AMC. So I'm not against the whole thing, but we're not talking about that. We're talking facts versus FUD.
Yeah.
So people put out a video like that, and what a lot of viewers don't do is they don't do the homework that I just did. That took me about 5 minutes to go in and find out what is the actual ownership stake of Citadel. So if people were to take the time to find that out, they could realize for themselves that's a bit of a misleading thumbnail, and therefore maybe I should take this with a bigger grain of salt. And
Mhm.
so what I'd recommend to everybody is, and I say it on my videos, question everything, including me. Question me. Get in my comments and question me. Now, if you're going to be a complete jackass and you're going to call me names and you're going to call me out, your comment's not making its way onto my comment section. I'm just going to
Right.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
100%. And I've only froze off so they can't comment 3 people. In all of the people that watch my videos, there's 3 people that are not allowed to comment on my videos. Okay. You take things personal, you're not going to be allowed that privilege because you don't have a right to comment on my section. That is my channel. If you want to make your own statements, make your own channel. But if you want to
Exactly.
question what I'm saying and you want to do it in a respectful manner, I will post it and I will respond to you. And if I can't bring the receipts, I'll be the first one to say, you know what? I'm wrong on that. Let me clarify this, right?
Right.
So we need to hold each other accountable. We should never assume that anybody is the end all be all. Like I'm on Boss's Discord. I question Boss on stuff, right? And Boss
Yeah.
brings me the information and we figure out what's going on. He's got an
Hmm.
entire think tank that works with him. It's not just him by himself. He's got a whole group of super smart people on his Discord that feed
Hmm.
the information, and he's the voice that comes out to YouTube. It's a
Yep.
great team effort over there. And why Boss Blunts doesn't have 80,000 subs like Lou, I have absolutely no clue. But again, that just shows people want the drama and the trust me, bro, before they want the
It's
actual receipts of what's really
it's
happening.
charisma. Lou got the charisma. Boss
So does
Blunt
Boss.
is blunt.
It's
He's blunt. Lou has his little quirky ways of like reeling you in with like sort of like he has rapport building qualities, right? Lou can build rapport with people, and he's very polarizing. So it's like you love him or you hate him, right? Boss Blunt, he's straightforward, he's blunt, and people are just like, like last resort, I'll go to Boss Blunts. But he's a smart dude, and he has everything dialed in, right? And that's good that he doesn't come on every day because he only comes on when he has like the
something to
facts, the
say.
receipts. Exactly.
Yeah, and Bigums. Why Bigums doesn't have 40, 50, 60,000 subs at this point, I don't understand that either.
Is
But that,
I think have you heard of shadow banning?
yeah,
So I think those people who don't have those big, large followings are somehow being shadow banned by the algorithm. That's like when you have some controversies or there's certain languages in your account and YouTube doesn't push you out the way that it pushes out
right.
the other tubers. Like what Lou was able to do was get ahead of it and build. That's why you see that he's hovering over that 80 range and he's never going past it. He's past that. I think that's when they shadow banning him now, and people mentioning his name is what's bringing him more followers. But I think he's been shadow banned, and that's what's suppressing those views and those people
Well,
from finding him.
when you talk shadow ban, when I started my channel, I'm averaging 100 subscribers a day. A day. I'm getting 100 people a day. And then all of a sudden, for 2 days, I have not had one added subscriber. And I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, shadow banning exists.
You're getting shadow banned because you can have your video optimized to a T, but they're still not following. You could turn on your post notifications, they're still not punching them out there because you're saying certain languages, or even people in the comments are using certain languages that the algorithm is like picking up. And it was like, hold up, let's pump the brakes. Let's get the other YouTubers ahead of the line
Okay.
so that they could get their views and then just trickle down the crumbs to everybody else. So that's why I
Back
believe
versus
Ace, like
back
Bigums and
versus
all that.
FUD. Back versus
Yeah,
FUD. Comment. Anybody.
yeah. What the facts or the FUD is?
Give Pantheon a chance to talk.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's all good, my friend. I'm enjoying listening to what you're saying, but I've never heard you before. So this is you're well spoken, and I think you've got a great mindset for having these kind of conversations. Fact versus FUD. Yeah, it's just I think there's too many people that are just trusting the videos they see and the thumbnails that not and here like the facts on YouTube are not many people actually make it all the way through a video. Most people drop off at about 40 to 50% of the video. If you're lucky, you keep them till 60%. So if you haven't hit some important information up front, or if you're waiting for I learned this the hard way. I would end up with like summarizing it into a clear, concise way at the end of my video. And then I got to see that maybe 10 or 15% of the people actually got to that part of my video. So, if people are just watching the first bit of the video, then give up on average, then they're not getting the full message. And all they see is the thumbnail and they see a little bit at the start and they take that to heart, right? And get to understand who in our batting lineup are the leadoff hitters, who are the cleanup hitters, who's the number 3 hitter, who's the end of the lineup. And that'll tell you when they come up to bat whether you should expect them to hit a home run or you should expect them to get a walk on base. And it all makes a big difference, right? So you're the pitcher when you as the viewer, and you have to understand when you're watching that video, what are you facing here? Is this someone that's just going to pump you up? Then take what they're saying as just that. If it's someone who's going to bring receipts, then listen to them intently and say, okay, I'm hearing you, and now I'm seeing where I can go to find it. If people are throwing out facts, as they call them facts, and they don't show you where it's come from, then that's a problem. Like yesterday I think it was yesterday on Froggies, somebody was asking whether the HYMC was on the threshold list. So I jumped in the comments and said, yes, it's on the NASDAQ threshold list. And I also pasted the link in the comment section so that people can go there themselves and find out how to solve that or find that information. And that's one of
Hmm.
the things, CSI, that I think fact versus FUD that we talked about previous that we can help with is looking at a few different topics of how to find DD, how to find this information for yourself, and produce some content for the viewers to learn how do you find what the threshold list. What is a threshold list? How do you find the threshold list? What does this mean?
That's
How do
right.
you how do you find the Form 4s on the New York Stock Exchange? What does it mean? How do you read it? Now you can go
That's
to it
right.
yourself and you can look at it yourself. So if someone says Adam Aaron sold 500,000 shares, you can go to the Form 4 yourself and see that that's FUD or it's fact. And I think arming the viewers with that information is important. And I think some of the first generation YouTubers didn't want to do that because they wanted you to keep coming back to them. Look, I do not intend to keep a financial channel after we squeeze. So I will share everything I have with everybody. And, you guys can then hold us accountable and we can all share it together. We're going to be stronger as more of a group as we are. We're going to be
Hmm.
stronger together than we ever would be apart. Sorry if that went on a
And
bit long.
no, and bookmark those same things. So you mentioned the Form 4s, like the SEC sites. People need to start bookmarking those websites so that when they do present in a video, you can just literally go and to your bookmarks into your folder that just says AMC Stocks
Right.
DD folder and go to these different accounts so that you can actually look it up yourself. Because even the forms and the DD, that also can be manipulated, as you can see on Reddit and whatnot.
Yeah,
Sure.
and then for every video I make, I have a folder in my bookmarks with the title of that video. So if somebody ever comes to me and says, "Where did you get the information about XYZ?" I can instantly go click on it, put down the link, and say, "Here's where I got the information from." So if you
Yeah.
feel this is an untrustworthy source, we can have that conversation. But this is the source, right? And I get those questions all the time, and I love it. Bring those questions. Hold us accountable. And the problem is I'm not going to make all the videos on how to search all this up because I'm just going to be frank, nobody watches my videos, man. So I need this group with CSI, and we got Tony Denaro, and we've got Froggy, and we got CS Trades 101 and Massalorian and UCZ. Like we need to all build this group bigger. And
Yeah.
if we've all got the information and we all share the information, I could care less if I share information, DD, in an email group with these guys, right? And if CSI takes that information and puts it out in the video, I have no problem with that. I want that
Mhm.
information shared. The more people to me that learn what's going on, the better off we're going to be. That's why I did the video on the New York Stock Exchange 20% rule. And a lot of people took that as, well, I'm trying to say Adam Aaron's going to issue 100 million shares without shareholder approval. No, that is not what I'm saying. And the fact that now somebody's taken that video of mine and they basically copied it as their own. This happened, but they
Mhm.
missed the message. And now the
Dennis,
message out there brings FUD to me, and I'm given facts and I'm getting FUD back. Now I have to spend hours of my time, I kid you not, clarifying to those people
clarifying your
that
point.
is not the
Uh,
case. That is, but here's the thing: why did I do that video? That video
uh-huh.
was done because Citadel knows the rules of this game. Citadel understands. I'll put it this way: if you don't go to the efforts of embracing the people that want to teach you this stuff, okay, then basically you're gonna be the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays, CZ. I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna put you as the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays. Opposite in the
Mhm.
field, you're taking on the New York Yankees with Aaron Boone as their manager. Now, I want you to go out there and manage that baseball team as well as Aaron Boone. There's no chance. I'm not
Yep.
saying that you don't have skills, but you're not a professional baseball manager who played the game for 20 years and now has managed for 10 years, right?
Mhm.
And I like bringing things back to baseball because I'm a big baseball fan. But like
I love it. I love the sports analogies.
you're at a disadvantage because it's not what your wheelhouse is versus a guy who's played the game and now manages that team and he knows all the intricacies and all the rules. Citadel knows the rules. We need to understand the rules. Citadel knows the rules so well that they find legal, shady, but mostly legal ways around it. How are they producing synthetic shares? They, as the market maker on level 3, have the legal ability to create synthetic shares for a limited time to keep the markets moving. Now, they're abusing that privilege, but the ability to create that is in fact
Is
legal.
there.
People don't understand that. When Adam Aaron said it appears as though the shareholders own more than 90% of the float.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, CZ. So when Adam Aaron said it appears that over 90% of the shareholders own the float, look at number one, there are institutions who can actually classify as retail. That is an absolute fact, and I can bring receipts to show that. Some family offices can classify as retail. So when they say that 90%, it doesn't mean us. It means us plus there are some hedge funds who can classify legally as retail. So that's
Yep.
all part of that. And then the second part is Adam Aaron and every CEO has access to the DTC sheets. Adam Aaron can, through a legal request with all of the board of directors signing off, get the access to the DTC sheets at any point in time to find out that there is, in fact, 90% of retail minus the index funds that own the stock. He has that ability. He can't use that to find out how many synthetic shares, but of the 516 million authorized shares, Adam Aaron can absolutely figure that out. And that's the FUD versus fact CSI. I'm bringing it back for you because
Okay.
people threw out right off the bat, Lou and others were saying, how the hell did they have the idea to know this? They didn't do a shareholder vote. They don't need to do a shareholder vote to understand that there's mechanisms
It's
legally
in the
in place.
records. It's
That's
in the
exactly
record.
it. Adam Aaron could have put that request in, and why wouldn't he? And remember, when he said it on the Q4 earnings call, he said, for any lawyers that are listening, right? And then he said the statement, Adam Aaron is not going to get this company or himself sued. Sorry if I rambled on, but I'm
That's
trying to bring
no.
back.
Oh,
That's why we're saying like people only hear what they want to hear. You
That's
know,
right.
when that came
it's
out,
all
all I heard was that little snippet. They didn't talk about anything he said leading up to that snippet. They just snipped that little clip and just went
Yeah.
all around the internet.
But that's also because people don't know that Adam can check that. So like there was a lot of stuff coming out saying, well, there was no I didn't vote. Did anyone ask me to vote? Nobody counted my share. He doesn't have to ask you to vote to know what the percentage of ownership is. They have that legal ability, but no CEO is going to come out and say there's synthetic shares, there's naked shorts on my stock. Like the
okay.
Overstock lawsuit. So go for it, CSI.
No, go ahead. Overstock lawsuit.
Well, the
I'll
Overstock
write my
lawsuit
question
was
down.
part of it was trying to define down, is an NFT classified as a security? And that was the whole thing. See, when the Overstock CEO put down the NFT, he froze the ability to access it for 6 months. What that did was it gave the hedge funds 6 months. And if anyone says I'm incorrect, please either in the comments or on the stream, correct me. But what that did was it produced a 6 month window for the shorts to say, I'm going to have to close out of my positions because I can't access this NFT. Therefore, I can't give it to the people's shares that I short. Remember, if a dividend is declared, the shorts have to pay the dividend unless they close the positions. They can either close their short positions and the company pays the dividend, or well there'd be no dividend paid because the short would be closed, or they themselves, the hedge fund, pays the dividend for the company to the shares they have shorted, because there's more than the legal amount of shares, which is a legal thing to do with legal shorting. Okay, the
That
NFT
would be a lot.
prevented them from being able to do that, right? So what happened is that there was a 6 month freeze for the hedge funds to decide either, you know, you can't produce a dividend, so the NFT, so therefore you're going to have to close your position. Now they sued. Adam Aaron does not want a lawsuit with AMC. And here's the problem, okay? The judge had to decree whether or not the NFT was a security. If it was a security, they legally couldn't hold it back for 6 months. If it isn't a security, then what they did was 100% correct, okay? And so the judge didn't even weigh in on that. The judge threw that part out and said, this lawsuit's basically over. What we have here is we do not have a legal ruling that decides whether or not an NFT is in fact a security. That will come back to court again if Adam Aaron pulls the same exact thing. And Adam Aaron, I don't believe this is not fact. This here is Pantheon saying I'm throwing out something that I have no way to back up for the next part I'm about to say. I believe personally that Adam Aaron within 12 months will no longer be CEO. I believe he's on his exit strategy. I believe he wants to
Ah,
get the company into profitability. I think he wants to have his legacy be that 4.1 plus million apes love and embrace him. I don't think he wants 4 million people coming after his two 30-year-old sons, because there's some crazy freaking people out there, right? I
we
think
just
he, I
talked
think
about that.
yeah, I think he's looking to retire, but he's not looking to retire till he gets things running. Popcorn is going to be a moneymaker. He's got possibly the co-branded credit cards, possibly a pop coin, as Tony De Niro calls it. I believe he's looking to pull these things in, get the company into profitability, and say, "I did it again. I brought a company back from the brink again. Here you
Bye,
go to the
bitches.
new CEO, and I'm going out as a hero." I believe that is what he's planning to do. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to push the squeeze. Thank you, Hockey Ho Tiller. That's an awesome name. I'm with you on that. That's what I believe. So I don't think Adam Aaron has any interest in setting off a lawsuit that's going to take him up for the next 4 years in court.
I know that would be a
Okay.
long,
That
drug out one too.
that's a very good point. All right, I have a question. You made the comment, and Adam Aaron said it. If we own over 80 or 90% of the company, excluding index funds, what happens if we include the index funds? How many shares are the index funds holding?
You sent me that math to do CSI, and I still haven't finished going through that. I got sidetracked with HYMC, so I think it would be inappropriate for me to comment on the count further until I've responded to your email with what I'm seeing in the math. Anything I say right now would just be speculation, and I'd rather get you some more factual
Well,
information.
if we own 90% and just say they own 11, that would put us at 101%. Would you agree with that?
Um, well, it's not quite. I don't think it's quite that simple.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be looking forward for your video then. And y'all just heard what he said. I emailed him my DD and I asked him to look over it because it's important for me to know that I'm putting out correct DD. And I turned to an expert who can figure out the answer. I think I have, but I want confirmation. And that's what the deal is with people with Lou and Eva or Ava, however you say his name. He's always having technical difficulties. The Jewish guy. I love watching him, or I used to, until I figured out that most of his shit's clickbait, you know. So now
Yeah.
I'm looking for real DD, and that's where people's channels are going to blow up. Pantheon, Bigums. People are looking for real DD. They want to know the truth. That's what I try to bring here. Is I'm not here to tell y'all this motherfucker's going to 100,000 or 1,000,000. I want to bring the people who can tell y'all the truth, and then y'all figure out from there. Oh, it's FUD. Well, okay, it's FUD, but they brought receipts, so it's
Yeah.
fact.
Hey, CSI, have you reached out to Boss Blunts about coming on board for a live stream?
I don't have his email
Oh,
address.
I've reached out to him to help get him on Massalorian. If you want me, I'll poke him for you too.
Man, that'd be awesome if I could get you and him on.
I think you just want
Yeah.
him on. You don't want me with him. You just want him because he's going to mesmerize you, man. He's going to blow people away. That dude, you don't want me on that with him. You just want him. I'll do the after
Well,
show.
everybody, in my view, everybody has a part to play. Like the other night, I was in the Massalorian. I was watching Massalorian. Something come up and I commented, and they wanted me to go live. And I'm like, not right now. I'm just enjoying the chat. And that way I can keep track of what people's questions are and then write them down and maybe later do a video about it, answering their questions and stuff. But it help people like Pantheon and me. When we're on a live stream, we try to keep the flow going. We go from one topic to the next. I've tried to keep us on FUD or fact, and then the next time we'll talk about something else. But Pantheon, Pantheon, that's right. Okay, you have such a soothing voice, and seeing you on a chat like we are right now, you help guide the conversation. That's a strong point of yours.
Pantheon, are you Canadian?
Yes, sir. I'm from
Okay,
Vancouver.
I
I
did
would
pick up the accent a little
I
bit.
would be showing my face, but I'm currently involved in something that I am just not going to be going live.
No
The
So
day
face,
is
no case.
the day is coming where I will be able to go live, and when that happens, I'm going to
we're
explain to everybody why I've just used an avatar for the time being. And when I tell you guys what this cell is, it's not AMC related, it's not health related. When you guys hear what I'm doing, it's gonna blow your freaking minds. But
well,
I
Hell
we're
can't.
looking
yeah,
forward to it. And don't forget, Rothschild Capital built it. I mean, he's over 50,000 people already, but he built that from an avatar. Just this year, he decided, okay, it's time for me to come out and show my face.
Oh yeah,
When he did, I was like,
Nico's a
that's
good guy.
him.
Yeah, panties on. There you go, James. I love that. The other day,
Oh,
somebody
that's a dope.
somebody
That's
was doing
dope.
that. They were saying panties on, panties off, and I was like, well, that's funny. No, Adam, not Quebec.
Pantheon.
I grew up in Saskatchewan, and I currently live in Vancouver, British Columbia. But I got my master's degree in Bozeman, Montana. So, man, I've been all over the place. But I live in
Yeah.
Vancouver, British Columbia. If you guys, if you know CS Trades 101, he lives about an hour away from me. We've never met in person, but he lives in in the British Columbia area as well.
Yeah.
Damn Yankees.
I love
I'm
USA.
a New York transplant living in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, beautiful. I
Yeah.
love Phoenix. I
So,
went there and I looked at the Gary House there, Taliesin West. Have you ever been to see that? I'm an
no,
architect.
I haven't.
Yeah,
Oh,
go check out Taliesin West from Frank Lloyd Wright. Man, that thing was
okay. I've heard of
yeah.
that. His architecture is around the whole state. I heard about that.
Yeah, he's something else. Sorry, CSI. Got off topic. I do that.
No, fine. Just an update. AMC closed today at 1580. Do you know what
Yeah,
the Max Payne was?
it was higher than that. But we're up over $16 after hours.
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
on the move. I tell
It's
Um,
everybody,
going.
hey, CSI, somebody was asking earlier about can the gold mine be used to back a crypto coin? And it's just not my idea. This was something I mentioned in last night's stream, or was it? Yeah, no, Wednesday night's stream with Messalorian. Do you want me to just cover that briefly here?
yeah, please.
This is not my. I forget which of your viewers is the one that asked the question, but it was probably 10 minutes ago. This is not my idea. This is not my DD. Um, I had somebody point out to me on Wednesday that there was research paper in Frank Lloyd Wright, Tell Dog 424. So are you an architecture graduate or major to do a paper on Frank Lloyd Wright? I would love to talk to you about that. Born in Regina, my brother lives in Regina, Corey. There you go. And Corey, I gotta get back to you, Corey, man. I'm sorry. All right. So there was a Twitter space call by a group called the Sock Market, SOCK. And I found out afterwards that apparently the person who moderated it moderates the Four Horsemen Twitter call with Lou. I didn't
Mm.
know that.
Oh
This was
Lord.
not the Four Horsemen call. Well, I don't really care who moderates that thing. You can moderate, like if somebody were to say, um, Pam the broker is a moderator for somebody's channel. Pam the broker is a moderator for a ton of channels, and Pam's fantastic. So just because someone moderates something, or doesn't mean they're attached to it. Anyways, on the Sock Market, SOCK, they were talking and they recorded this. So go check out their video or their audio clip because it was pretty interesting. They put forward the idea of what if, and there's an issue with this, and I'll bring it up. What if Adam Aaron were to say, we're going to create an AMC crypto coin, as he alluded to in the Q4 earnings call? And let's say we're going to call it Tony De Niro's idea. We'll call it Popcoin, just because it's a nice name. What if Adam Aaron said we're going to issue one Popcoin for each of the 516 million shares that are legally issued in AMC, and this coin, this mined coin, is going to be backed by gold? And where's the
Mhm.
gold? Well, we own 22% in a gold mine in Nevada. So there we go. Here's the hiccup. The question still remains, does the gold have to be mined and stored in a vault somewhere to back the coin, or does it not? These guys were proposing it didn't. Somebody on the live stream Wednesday with Massalorian said it did. We're going to look into that, okay?
Yeah.
But the being, it's not a coin you can spend. Sorry.
I was gonna say
Okay,
that.
it's not a coin. Yeah.
I heard, oh, gold back crypto. I'm like, well, first find some fucking gold. You know, that was my first thing. Before you can back with gold, you gotta have some fucking gold.
Well, see, now here's the thing. You would only be able to spend the pop coin in AMC Theater. So you can't go spend it anywhere else. So it's not like you can redeem it for gold. This is the idea. You can't redeem it for the gold, but it's gold backed, okay? And it's only tied to AMC. It has nothing to do with HYMC. HYMC and whatever 5% stake of whatever 40% stake there is out there has nothing to do with this. So there's no Citadel way to jump in and say, get out of here with their minuscule percentage of that. So anyways, it's all a concept, guys. This does not come from Adam Aaron. This has got no real DD other than an idea that these people came up with, and I thought it was interesting enough to talk about. I'm putting on a tinfoil hat and having a little fun. So
Yeah.
if this was a gold backed coin issued to the apes, now the shorting hedge funds have a choice. You can't pay cash, you have to produce the coin. Okay. Now, AMC in this case would allow them to purchase the coin from them, which would allow AMC to see how many synthetic shares actually exist. But here's the
Right.
thing. It's backed by gold. We don't accept cash for the coin. We accept gold at record high prices.
Mm.
So, Mr.
Whoa.
Hedge Fund, you need to go find however many ounces of gold equal the coins you need to buy. Bring the gold to Kansas to AMC and put him in Adam Aaron's boardroom. I'm joking, but like physically, you got to physically deliver gold to us, and we will take the gold, at which point we will give you additional mined coins. Okay. Now, at the end of this, let's say all the hedge funds decide it's cheaper to just pay the gold. Okay. All right, fine.
Okay.
Now AMC's got a stack of gold. They sell the gold and they pay off a ton of debt.
They pay
And
the
6
debt.
months, 6 months later, AMC does it again. And 6 months later, they do it again. And it's, if it can't be a dividend, fine, call it a mined coin. All right. But this way, you can either get the debt paid off, at which point now nobody can say, because the fundamentals do matter. Nobody can say, well, guys, the debt's killing this company. So debt could be wiped out by doing nothing more than the cost of mining coins, right?
Right.
Versus on the flip side, the hedge funds might say, let's just get the hell out of this position. Again, it's a theory, it's an idea. This is not my idea, Sub has the boss. This is somebody else's idea. I'm just repeating it because I'm just showing people there's cool ideas out there. Is Adam Aaron doing this? I don't
Thinking
know.
outside of the box. I love
But
it. I love
here's the part where it gets really tinfoil hat. So then they went into this. They said, remember when Adam Aaron tweeted about I'm playing 4D chess? He
Yes, I
said
remember that.
he put that tweet out. All right. Then recently he put out a tweet that had Batman with the dollar symbol as the bat signal, right? And
Mhm.
buildings underneath him, and people were speculating it was the chart or it was a rook, it was a chess piece. All right. And somebody was speculating that the bat signal represented a crypto coin. So here's the tinfoil hat stuff. They're saying Adam Aaron said he was playing 4D chess. Then you look at the Batman signal. The building looked like a rook. The move of rook to knight is a move in chess that typically takes 30 moves to achieve. If you go back to the charts where you look at where Max Payne was $30 and you take the chart from Max Payne at $30 to the day they put that tweet out and you invert it, it actually overlaps the buildings towards Batman. Absolutely perfect. In fact, not only perfect, but the rook itself, it wraps perfectly. So they're suggesting that maybe his long, and remember in the Q4 earnings call, they were asked, is there other areas you're thinking about of paying off the debt? And Adam Aaron's response was yes, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet. So what if, and we're having fun, guys. We're having fun. And just wait. It's all going to be Pantheon says we're no, I'm not saying we're doing this. I'm just having a tinfoil hat fun discussion on a Friday
it. Yeah.
afternoon with my friends. So
That's it.
what if Adam Aaron's plan was to buy a part of a gold mine, have that be backed, do the coin pops, debt gets paid off, which is his job is to pay the debt off. We pop, we would be so thrilled. I'll tell you what, I would be so thrilled. Yes, I would buy AMC stock back after the squeeze was done. I would. And I
Yes.
would hold it for the rest of my life. I'm not saying I would buy the amount of shares I have today, but I would buy a position and I would say, I'm a life holder of this stock because I'm going to look back at that and say, this reminds me of what we did, right? So
Hmm.
That's
you
right.
know, I think a lot of people would do that. They'd become long-term holders. AA would go out as a hero. The company would have debt paid off. He'd hand it over to a new CEO. Like, man, that story would be an amazing end to this story. And again, tinfoil hat, we're having some fun, guys. That's all.
No,
Well,
I would watch that
we
movie every Christmas.
So check out the audio clip from on Twitter Spaces, the Sock Market,
The stock
SOCK.
market.
Listen to
Yes.
they were on for a few hours on Wednesday. Go find them and listen to that video. I don't know how to find it. I don't have Twitter. I just don't want anything to do with Twitter. But a friend of mine said, check it out. So I checked it out and I thought this
Mhm.
is a hell of an idea. So sorry, I just rambled for a whole long time, but I just want to
No,
have
that
some
was
fun with you
no,
brilliant.
guys.
man.
But with
Listen,
that said, hold the
there's a
phone, hold the
difference.
phone, hold the phone. My wife just walked into the mall, so I gotta spend I gotta spend some money. But it was great talking to you guys. I would definitely want to continue the conversation. CSI,
Cool.
thank you for hosting me again. I appreciate you. Everybody in the comments, love you guys. Till the next time. All right.
Till the
And
next
yeah,
time, my friend.
I get you guys on the next stream. Pantheon, I'm gonna definitely subscribe, and I gotta tune into what you're talking because it's sending off some light bulbs. All right, love you guys.
Thank you,
Peace.
CZ.
Peace. Be blessed.
Yeah.
I like that
All
guy.
right, Pantheon. It's just you.
You know, CSI, you brought in Sheldon, was an impressive young man. You've got CZ. I don't know where you're finding these people, but you're doing fantastic. I like when you bring these guests on. This is a really great segment, and I believe you're going to get copied. People are going to start doing this.
Oh, well, yeah, they're going to start doing it. I mean, if you look at the first generation, you never seen TMI go on trades or trades over there on Review Dorks thing and them taking people out the audience. But I don't care if they model me. Cool. They're going to have to model a whole lot because I got some good shit coming up. I just paid $299 for an editing software program, and it's amazing. So I got some really good videos coming to y'all. I'm gonna do a game show where I pull people out of the audience and ask them questions, and there'll be points, and whoever gets the most points will win the prize. The prize is going to be some of the ad revenue that I get.
Oh
I
wow.
mean, I like the ad revenue. Don't get me wrong, but it come from people watching the video, so it's your money too. So I'm burning 250 in SHIB. I just paid $299 for that, and to build the channel. But the
Yeah.
channel's for y'all. For you to have a platform to come and talk to as many people as you can, share and spread the word and encouragement.
Yeah, and I think an important thing also to mention, the gentleman earlier who was talking about YouTubers should be spending all their money on AMC shares. The equipment and the software to do these channels is actually an expense. And so and not everybody does, if you're actually able to make enough AdSense revenue, which costs the viewers nothing, it's an ad that pops up and you skip it 5 seconds in anyways, right?
That's right.
If that AdSense revenue can actually afford for us to buy better equipment, then that's what we're doing. We're reinvesting back in these channels, right? Like
That's right.
I just bought
Yep.
it. My audio was absolute garbage the way I was doing it. I bought a real nice headset, and I'm coming through more clear now, right? So
Right.
that was $100 expense, and I'm taking that off the AdSense revenue that came in as reinvestment back into the channel to
Into the
give you
channel.
guys some more clear voice. So that's another thing that we have to do. This isn't all just free, right? There is a cost to us, and if we can offset it with the AdSense revenue, then it's a labor of love at that point.
I had Cam from the Wolfpack on yesterday,
Yep.
and when he got through talking, I let him do his spiel on what he's building over there, and people were interested. So I asked him, are y'all interested? Cool. Here's the thing. I'm gonna pay for the first three people that commented, and then I'm gonna for the $30 package, and then I'm paid 10 people for the lower package. So that was 13 people who got the wolf pack package for
Oh,
free
wow. Nice.
due to the ad revenue.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's very kind of you to do that, right? Like,
Well,
I
we
mean, we're not making enough money doing this for a full-time business. We're not Matt Kors. We're not Trey. And no hate on anyone that can turn this into a profit center, right?
sure.
As long as you do it the right way and you don't forget where you came from, right? You got to remember, if you built this on AMC and you built this off the apes, even if it was AdSense revenue, you got to
That's
respect
right.
that. You got to remember that.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about not being apes, and I'm not an ape. I'm an investor and so forth. Or I'm not an ape no more. I'm in the wolf pack. You know, it doesn't matter who you identify with. If they're encouraging you and they're keeping you updated on what's going on
Yep.
with facts, like Pantheon, Bigums, Cam, with facts, then watching their channel, if they make a few dollars, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm an ape. I'll say that
I'm an ape.
100%.
I'm an
100%.
ape. I've been holding long enough. I'm a fucking ape. But I understand too. I understand too where they're coming from. If you, the ape mentality is to hold and never sell, Well, you have to sell sometimes. And Lou talking about he's not an ape no more. He's a retail investor. What he means is he knows when it's time to take the profit and walk away from the play. And that's what he's trying to encourage people. People are looking at him and going, "Oh, he's trying to convince people to sell low." No, he ain't really said anything about selling low. He's trying to tell you be an investor too. Hold, but know when to take your money and walk away, or you're gonna walk away with a bag that's empty.
Yeah, Cam's got an approach, that what's funny is that Cam's selling plan. Cam is the guy who runs CS Trades 101 on YouTube. For your viewers that may not know, Cam had a selling plan that is extremely similar to the gentleman from New York, and Cam put it out before the gentleman from New York started saying his brackets. Right? Cam
Right.
doesn't call them brackets. I think he calls them tiers. He's got initial recovery of your initial investment, and I'm not going to steal his thunder. You guys should go check out Cam at CS Trades 101, or the next time he's on CSI's live stream, he can talk about it. But it's an interesting strategy he's got. Anyhow, I'm not trying to say anyone stole anything, but one sec. Mexican Silverback has been asking this question
Okay.
repeatedly. CSI, can brokers cancel my good till cancel during the squeeze? And the answer is that brokerage firms can limit the length of time you set these up for. So you can put that up and say good till cancel. Brokerage firms have the right to say, we're going to let this sit for a week, 30 days, whatever their time frame might be. So they have the right to shut that if they feel it's gone on too long. But the reality, guys, is once we squeeze, they might shut those down, and then what are you going to do, right? You're gonna scramble to sell your shares, and then after it's said and done, you're going to get mad and they're going to say it was a glitch. So be careful. I'm not telling anyone how to manage their shares or their money. I can tell you what I'm going to do, what I'm not going to do. I am not going to set up a sell order and put it out there so that if it hits that number, it executes for me wherever I am. Because
Right.
once you do that, it shows up on the level 2, and sorry, I always use pronouns. The hedge funds can all see who's put out those good till cancel orders. They can see that, and they can see the band of people at this price, a band of people at this price, and they can strategize around that. So like if I was Sun Tzu, The Art of War, you guys should read it. It's a great book. And like if you're gonna have your army flank to the right, you don't telegraph that to the enemy. We'll put these sell orders up, they can see it and they can respond to that information. They're far more sophisticated than we are. So I'm not doing that, but they can cancel it. Yep. And then you may not like it, and what are you gonna do? You're gonna, like
What are you
in
gonna do?
reality, yeah, like
You
they're just gonna say it was a glitch, cyber attack,
and
whatever.
and right, Russia did it. All right. Well, we've been 3 hours. Pantheon, I really appreciate you coming on, helping me keep everybody entertained and answering their questions. That was a really good question he just addressed. When you put till canceled, they can make a decision how long that order stays in. So you have to stay on top of your portfolio during the squeeze.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
With that, you got anything you want to close with, sir?
I'm we are in a better position today on AMC stock than we were back in June when it ran up to $73.
Wow.
Fundamentally, we are in a better spot. And guys, everyone that keeps telling me the fundamentals don't matter, the fundamentals do matter. The fundamentals won't set off a squeeze. We need a margin call for the squeeze. There are many, many ways we can get a margin call, but the fundamentals matter because we don't know when we're going to squeeze. So if we squeeze, it might be Monday, it could be in 2 weeks, it could be in 6 months. We don't know. And anyone that tells you they know the date, they're lying, okay? So because we don't know, if the company improves its fundamental situation, it completely shuts down the short thesis. And
That's
then
right.
the Gasparinos and the CNBCs have nothing to go on TV and say, well, I see what the apes are saying, but there's $5.4 billion in debt. If they can wipe that out while we're waiting for this to squeeze, we
Yeah.
become stronger and stronger. And
Yeah.
we're in a stronger position today than we were back then. So anyone that's saying park your shares after the end of the March, or if March is it's March or nothing, that's FUD. That is complete
Yeah.
FUD. There's nothing backing that up. It's a person who's
Nothing.
frustrated. They have a right to be frustrated, right? But
Yes.
for us, like why is March so critical? March is not critical because transparency regulations are still in proposal stage. And as CSI says, please go on to the SEC website and comment on it, because that's the best thing we can do, is have our voice heard on that. But be respectful when you write the comment. The second part is Robot Godzilla Project Ion with T+1 settlement is not currently in effect because it is out
No.
there as a testing phase. And like any other software, once it's active, the old system of T+2 plus the new system of T+1 will run concurrent until there's a point where they say, dropping the old system, we're all getting in the new system, because you got to give a chance for people to get up to speed. This is how it works, guys, and I can prove it to you if you need receipts. So those things are not in effect, and that's why the fear of somebody out there talking to a lot of people is March is it. March is not it. There's
No.
no difference now than there was back then, guys. So stay
Except,
strong, hodl.
except,
Yes, sir.
except, except we're stronger. Like you said, there's no difference except we're stronger
That's right.
fundamentally.
That's right. So like my feeling of the MOAS is stronger now than it was back when we were at $73. And I don't care if anyone says, well, the company's fundamentals are better, but the stock's doing worse. Have you guys looked at the world? The world is not the same as it was when we were at $73. You know, the whole market has dropped down. There's a lot of things happening. If you want the larger picture, listen to AMC Biggums and Boss Blunts, and you'll get the bigger picture of how it ties together. I'm rambling here. Sorry about that, my friend CSI.
Look,
I will just wrap that up by saying, everyone, please make sure you thumbs up CSI's live stream, and
thank
make sure
y'all.
you support CZ and support Lord X. And thank you for letting me come on, sir.
Yes, sir. It's always a pleasure to have you on. And if you will, for the community, reach out to whichever one you have the email to, Boss Blunts or Bigums, and tell them my community wants to meet them and ask them questions, and so that they can come and answer it for them and get rid of all the fear.
I'll just flip you Boss Blunts email in your email, so you can just I'll message him too, but then you can reach out to him direct yourself.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
my favorite American Revolution hero is Thomas Paine. He wrote, and it's where I get my title of my channel. He wrote a pamphlet called Common Sense about the war. And when he came to America, he knew nobody, but he knew Ben Franklin. And Ben Franklin gave him a letter that said, "Hey man, this is a cool motherfucker. Go hang out with him." So that's what I'm saying. You're like Ben Franklin. You're gonna reach out to them. I'll reach out to them and tell them, "Hey man, my community's over here wanting to know why you won't come visit them and get them over here." And boy, if I could get one of them two and you on, y'all can answer every question these people have.
Yeah, Boss, I'm just gonna say Boss and Bigums have so much to mention. If I were you, I wouldn't have me on at the same time. You and I talk all the time. You give them the attention, right? Because I would just
Mhm.
really want to just say, let's hear from these guys. Your audience may not have been exposed to them, and I think that would be fantastic.
That'd be awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you for coming on, and we've had a wonderful time. It's been 3 damn hours. Wow. Like I said, I didn't have a video to shoot, so I just wanted to come shoot it with y'all, and we have. I love y'all, and I want all y'all to be blessed. And when I say be blessed, just like at my store, people say be blessed back. So if I say be blessed 100 times, 100 people are telling me to be blessed. So y'all comment that, be blessed, and I will be. Maybe it'll be the squeeze. I love y'all, respect every one of y'all, and God bless y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next stream.